Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we don't eat.
Yeah.
Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching. Plotting and wishing, praying that I fall. Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching. Plotting and wishing,
it's like, I just want to talk to you niggas for a second. Like, don't erase nothing. Like, keep this shit right. Make this the first one. When I say just for you, I mean like, this shit just for you hating ass niggas. Just for you get money ass niggas. Like, and I be praying for you niggas too. Like, I just pray God keep me out you niggas' way. Cause God know I slap one of you niggas ass down. Yeah.
Independent jam, don't talk about labels unless you talking paints. Camo wrap the vid, just pass Makitas. This shit here for frame. Wide body, something in the seat. Tap the gas, you feel it yank. Lero, where you been? Them folks need you, this shit feeling blank. Ain't dropped in a sec, I know. I just love the flicks and go. Gucci button up, leave it open. Make sure that my niggas show. Gang and stand on the couch. Spread them racks right next to blow. She say that she faithful, up pop quiz the way I test the hoe. I know that they hate to see it. Poppin' hard, she burn them up. He bought two, I threw two more. That's my little mans, I turn them up. SIT boy straight the curve. Lost control, I turned it rough. I look like a fit from Prince. Having truff, that purple stuff. Audemars just broke the jaw. That just mean the face shadow. Cocaine in its purest form. Water whip it like cake batter. Button on every blicky bay. That just make them shake faster. Show my ass fuck up the scene. That just make them hate faster.
Yeah. Like the gas station, nigga. Like, pull up on me. Like, I'm in the hood every day. Like, if I ain't in the hood, walk in the hood, blow in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Major in the hood. Like, one stop shop, nigga. Like, if you trying to shop, like, pull up. You trying to get killed, nigga, pull up. Like, we just really doing this shit, like, independent, though. Like, no labels, no dick rides. None of that dick pulling ass shit you niggas be on. And for the record, nigga, like, we ain't looking for no deals, nigga. Like, we looking for plugs. You looking for a deal, nigga. I'm looking for a socket, nigga. Another socket. Cause I'm trying to get rich, nigga. Fuck some famous shit. Come on, man, cut this shit off.
Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching. Plotting and wishing, praying that I fall. Shout out.
I'm taking hallelujah. That's about everybody. We miss on the song a lot. Gives me the man about it. This is called Tell Her Never Do.
Nothing for me for free. Can't put no trust in you boys, cause y'all be trying to run G. Cause I don't like dreaming about making no cheese. Wanna see my motherfucking bank account OD. Until then, I'ma be thugging behind the project building, smoking that 5 with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Yeah, I'ma be thugging behind the project building, smoking that 5 with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Hey, now I'm on some shit again. You haters running like Gilligan. Hundreds I'm considering, flexing for $1 million. Catch it, hater, I'm killing them. They stop, but I ain't feeling them. I my jacket off appearing them. Some will say it's numerary partners in vociferant. Juvenile is different. Look at what I did to them. Boys wearing Reeboks instead of Nikes and Timberlands. Bitch hitters, I be tipping them. My Mac 9, it be flipping them. Some of these haters is trying to run G, so I be gifting them. They will do the same to me. Boys ain't no family. Shit is all a game to me, but nobody gon' handle me. 400 degrees, toting guns, running with me. No wonder we need more money one could receive. Player wanna deal with this Christ, I'ma put it open in his life. Never should I fuck with me right. Why you keep ducking me shy? I'ma knock your head off. Boy, tryna get to your fuck, tryna play it off. You made the beat, pussy so wise, you scared. If you mind your fucking business, then your life would be spared. I can't see it. Pussy try to make me out a bitch, I can't be it. I had this motherfucker crow with hitters like Free Nick. You probably can save yourself, but you can't save your neighbors. When my nine get to spinning around like a baseball player. Put on this potato on the end of my nine. Foolishness I entertain to keep these boys in line. Look, cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Wanna see my motherfucking bank account OD. Until then I'ma be thugging mine a project building. Smoking that Bobby with the ghetto children. Plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Yeah, I'ma be thugging mine a project building. Smoking that Bobby with the ghetto children. Plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Ask some boy about me. Bet them bitches know me. Man, know your head buster out that wild TC. I'm a young hitter. Look at what you done, hitter. You done made me mad. Now I'm gonna get my gun, hitter. Better watch your tongue, hitter. Cause I'm getting dumb, hitter. Kill one hitter to represent where I'm from, hitter. 3 things you don't ever do. Fuck with a man, exchange or his mama. You do that, you want drama. Fuck with a big timer for sure. You gon' see I'm out to. Which one of you boys want me? I'ma keep it real with you. You say you the man, I know I'm the man, and I'm ready to deal with you. I'm prepared for the toe tagging. Keep my Reebok strapped tight with my key ball sagging. Now I done rocked a couple of keys, and I done flipped that 2 times. I know I'm in a drought, and they gonna pursue mine. I got bills to pay, I can't be playing with you jokers. These youngsters something else, now you bout it, they'll provoke you. You can't understand how a hitter my age can hit the streets like the bustin' with the 12 gauge. But I don't like to dream about making no cheese in the future. Wanna see my fucking pockets OD. Until then I'ma be thugging on the project. Fucking that tired of it, ghetto shit.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are y'all? Every time I hear that song at the end, I be like, hey, I sung the shit out there, motherfucker. I don't know who trained that AI, but that AI had soul. But y'all see what it is. We are back, and I think we are near the time stamp. I see Judge went and find the time stamp where he said Lenae said something about a gun and badge. Now he put on his post that he misinterpreted what he said, so he ain't trying to lie on the woman. He could have just let it ride. That was her main thing for coming up to his post was, you lied on me and said I was a federal agent. I think he cleared that up. I'm finna listen to it for myself though. I think we were stopped off at the 121 mark, and he said it was around 124. So we finna hear it for ourselves, and we gonna decide whether she was trying to stunt like she was an FBI agent or he misinterpreted what she said.
See, that's where I'm at, Manny. And see, I need to stay away from people that have sympathy for the devil. I don't hate the man, because you know what I'm saying? I don't hate him, but I don't feel no type of way either, you know?
Ma'am, I promise you, this, if you look at me or anybody's comment section that's been talking about this man, everybody has said Man, I hate to have to defend Umar, but the shit that you two bitches are doing are making people defend him because y'all's lies are so ridiculous. It's like, why? Why? Give us something like Umar beat the fuck out of you. Then we would be sympathetic. Nobody is sympathetic for you wanting to, for her, Mary Ann wanting to shoot a movie with him. And she's saying he was hard on set. Nobody cares. He ain't cuss out. He ain't do nothing. In fact, she rambled through his shit on the set. The business deal at the end, she ain't want to give him the movie. He didn't promote it. No harm, no foul. They both went their separate ways. Why do we need to know that? You fucked him. You had business. You had dealings with his mama. Who cares? Y'all are literally making people who have hated Umar for years come out and be like, this shit don't make no sense. So y'all are doing the opposite of what you want. I need to stay away from people that defend the devil. Ma'am, you're on YouTube. All these channels that you were on, like, because apparently you thought you was in there because everybody who you were around hates Umar. The only one that is that negative towards Umar is goddammit Lenae. Everybody else thinks. Everybody else can examine shit and be like, that don't sound right. Lenae doesn't do that because that's not where the money is for him. The money for me is talking about everybody. Lenae is for talking about Umar, so don't do that. And I've noticed you go, man, Chaos Brew and Uncle Mo and these people, they talk about other shit as well. So they're not just focused on Umar. So if the only place you want to be is where they talking about Umar, you got to stick with Anti, you got to stick with Reb, you got to stick with Lenae. And you just shitted on Lenae, so you can't go back over there. So one of your places where it's 24/7 Umar bashing, you dismissed yourself from. Everybody else do it the fuck they do. Whether it's good commentary against Umar or it's reviewing the stupid ass shit you and Mary Ann Lawrence said. But y'all have y'all selves to blame for that. Your story was forgotten about, ma'am. Nobody was even thinking about you, but you got so upset that we was on Mary Ann about the check, you done brought your shit back into question. Shit we wasn't even questioning. I had questioned it 6 months ago. I left you the fuck alone.
Whatever happens, happens. You did this. You know, he does mean, nasty, vile things to people. If he's going to do that to his daughter, now they're cool now. I think she's traveling with them. And
I think he do vile things, not vile. But okay, you said you think his daughter is traveling with him now. So if his daughter is traveling with him, despite what you think he did, his parenting worked because he's with his child. So why are you bringing up the vile thing that he did that worked? Are you bringing up the vile thing that she did? Because again, she came on the internet first. He just responded and called her baby Smurf. What is he saying? This nigga can't do nothing. According to you, this man can't do shit right. He can't even tie his shoes right. Now you criticize his parenting. Now you saying his parenting worked, but you still criticizing him. I think she traveling with him now. That would be a good thing, right? Because you said she wasn't in the nigga life. The nigga wasn't in her life. He ain't want to talk to her. He treated her like he did every other YouTuber. It's always a complaint with your ass.
You know, he does mean, nasty, vile things to people. If he's going to do that to his daughter.
Yeah, the word would be vile with a B, not bio. Bio is the shit that comes up when you're throwing up the stomach contents, like the stomach juice to break down the food. That's what bio with a B is, ma'am. Sorry to have to correct you on your English. Hey, Gigi, good morning, E. Brooks.
Daughter. Now they're cool now. I think
Gigi checking in from the Facebook. What do Gigi?
Traveling with them. And
if you send me some stars, I can't see it because I'm not on Facebook. I could just see you said, hey. That's not a prompt for you to send no stars. I'm just saying, if you just so happen to send some stars, I can't see
it. And everything. But that little girl didn't even know his mama. He didn't. That's crazy.
How do you know if his daughter knows his mama. Again, you're talking about shit that you don't know. There's no way in hell you could know if the daughter know the mama, if you had knows her grandmother, if you can't ask the grandmother or you can't talk to the daughter. And I'm sure Umar didn't tell you that. As you said that you heard the nephew say Umar used to bring her around all the time. You don't think the grandma saw her all the time? And then he said they stopped. She used to bring her around all the time, and then they stopped. So I'm just saying. But this is shit you could not possibly know unless you've talked to Anissa. And the grandma ain't sat up there and said, I don't know my grandbaby to you. I don't see her telling a complete stranger that.
Those bandos are exposing my family to black mold. I have family who live in that area. Yeah.
And this idiot in the comment section said, Umar schools, which are closed and fenced in, is exposing his family to black mold because they live into Wilmington. Niggas get on the internet and say the dumbest shit. How is black mold contained in a building affecting your family? They don't go to the school because nobody goes into the school. Ain't nobody going in that school for a while. So how does the black mold in his school affect your family? And this is the dumb shit we got going on the internet today.
They need to, I don't know about the school situation.
You don't know about shit. All you do is guess and say all you tell us is what you think. And then when somebody else tell you what the fuck they think, they wrong.
A whole nother box of stuff. That the bandos should have been demolished. That's my opinion.
Well, the city of Wilmington should have demolished them instead of selling them to somebody. They sold them to somebody else in hopes that somebody else would get it back running so that they could collect the taxes off of it like they've been doing. That's why they didn't demolish it. So you need to take that up with the city. You niggas can't be mad at Umar that the city did not demolish the property and sold it to him.
I got what you sent me to about the mold. You know, it is a lot, and I don't know.
And people are sending her more Lennon videos. It's crazy. The nigga you turned on, you got to keep using for all your evidence against the nigga that you supposed to know more than everybody.
So can't they just have tests done or something? I have to probably have you up here one time so we can talk about it. Yeah.
But she ain't dropped no link though. She said, I gotta have you up here, but she ain't dropped no link. I'm just gonna keep pointing out Judge's first time doing a StreamYard live and dropping the link was yesterday, and she hurried up and went up there to that young man because he been on her ass. That man your son age and you came up there trying to bombard. He your daughter age, my bad. But hell, he 2 of your kids age and you came up there trying to bombard him.
He does have a little bit of he's a slick grease on him, but the way that this stuff has been going with these people, I don't really think that they have a problem with Umar.
We do. We just don't have them. We don't have a problem with Umar and his dealings with you or Marianne Lorian or the new young girl that came out. We don't have a problem with it. We have a problem with y'all embellishing shit for no reason. Because y'all taking, again, us discussing this shit is taken away from all the other dumb shit that he done did. He was on the WURD program. I ain't heard nobody review it. I got sent the link, but I'm so consumed with this shit. Fuck what Umar talking about. That's the side effect of you bitches trying to be seen. You won't take accountability for your actions. You won't say, damn, wasn't nobody even bothering me until I got on Marianne Lorian's side. You won't even say that. Everybody out here knows that she's lying except for you. You and Anti. Well, now Anti knows she lying because Anti did a video roasting your ass on the slick. So yeah, you know it. You just won't admit it. You ain't got to tell us. Admit it to yourself. Maybe when you admit it to yourself first, you will feel a little better on the inside and start acting differently. Cause this here ain't gonna cut it. And motherfucker, who cares if we like Umar? You do realize 50% of the population likes Umar, 50% don't. That's just the law of averages, ma'am. You ain't gonna never have nobody out here who don't support Umar. I'm not in the Umar group. I'm not in the Umar supporter number. I'm not. Except for when it comes to dealing with you and Mary Ann. And I'm not gonna even go through the young bitch shit because I seen that. I saw that part already through somebody else's review. No need to go through this shit. She lied. She took care of his mama. She got paid. She threw the pussy at him. He ain't want it. He fucked her one time, and then whatever. She said she got overly compensated. So there's that. And somebody was saying that the Mia girl said she came after Lenae, but nah, she was there before Lenae, because remember, she said after Lenae came out, he started paying her extra, more than what he normally did. She would only know what extra is if she had been there prior to take care of her. But she said he started paying extra after she came out with her story. And I repeat, one of the messages Lenae put up was from 2023, where the young girl had taken care of. That's what, or at least that's what Lenae was trying to put out there, that he sent her a text that the girl sent in 2023 asking about clocking out. She was trying to say he was sending her that about that girl. And I was like, well, that's weird though, because why would he be asking you about a question that was asked to him in 2023? So it's a whole bunch of weird shit going off her receipts. You can't figure out some things. Some things she confirmed, and then when you put the story together how she confirmed it, she tell you, no, that ain't right. Well, you confirmed it, man. That's what you did. What it do, crazy ass, bullet kennels? Clear, nice episode. Welcome to the J4K. That was a good one. You should start doing those. You should start premiering them, or well, yeah, because they're short enough that you could premiere. Start premiering them instead of just having them pop up as an upload. Premiere them things.
I think that there's things that I would have put that shit in capable hands. He wouldn't have got that shit off for too long.
I know who you is, G. I definitely know who you are.
Let's see.
How the kids.
They ought to be damn the teenagers back then. I don't have any animosity, but I'm definitely watching the board. I'm definitely watching the board. The trust is out the window. Oh, I know who I can trust, and I don't trust everybody, and it's sad because it's not really that deep. It shouldn't be. This shouldn't have to go like this.
Man,
let me see if I missed anything.
All you have to do is put your content out. This is my advice. I ain't bullshitting with you. You have to have thick skin to be in this game that you in on social media. So my advice to you, ma'am, like you said, you had a notification from Mr. Judge, which means you were subscribed. If you know people are talking about you in a negative light and you don't like it, why don't you just unsubscribe and stop going? Put your content out, say what the fuck you gotta say, and move on. I'm not telling you shit that I don't do. That's how I survive in this YouTube game without being all in my goddamn emotions, worrying about what the fuck saying about me. Because I don't give a fuck how tough you are. You're a human being. Don't nobody want to hear negative shit about their ass all day, every day, which is why when I'm beefing with motherfuckers that we going back and forth, I refuse to listen to what the fuck they saying about me because I know it ain't going to be nothing good. I just don't need that. I'm already bringing negativity into my life fighting with these motherfuckers. I don't need to hear what they say. But that's just my advice to you. But like most of these people that I beef with, just because I'm beefing with y'all will not take good advice from me. But that's the advice that I use. Do your content and ignore what the fuck folk got to say. Unless you can handle that, but clearly you can't handle that because we see how you did Judge yesterday. You ain't ran up on Mind Chaos Brew. You ain't ran up on Lennon. You ain't ran up on me. You ain't ran up on KKC. You not running up on nobody panel who you know do this shit, man. You tried to catch a rookie and go at his head. And luckily I was around to save him. Good morning, Mind Chaos. They love Umar. You little weasel.
Yeah, she's really, something's wrong with this woman. Let me look this up. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on, let me put this up. I'm gonna show y'all something.
Even better, Lenae. How about you run up on Philly Field and have that conversation? Morning, Gabe. Have that run up on Philly Field panel. You be talking shit on live on your IG. Pull up on her live. Philly Field will talk to you. Y'all can have a normal conversation, or y'all can have a ghetto cuss out. I'm here for that. I ain't watched Philly Field in about 3 goddamn years. But if she was to cuss your ass out, I would watch that.
You've probably already seen. I don't understand how this.
Just breathing hard, typing.
He said FDMG Atlanta. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was. Oh man. I don't know what the heck. I think that this lady is thinking the harder she go. But you know what? Her and Umar are born on the same day.
What the fuck does that have to do with it? You one of them retarded that believe into that shit too. Millions of people are born on the same day. The fuck does that mean? Umar on the same day. Who cares?
And she's a little fanned out. Not even for just a woman her age that's supposed to have some kind of.
Ma'am, are you not the pot calling the kettle black? You were fanned out in his good graces, and you're delusional and deranged now that he don't fuck with you no more. She is a Umar supporter. That's what I'm saying. She lumping us in with Philly Field, even though that's the crazy part about it. Everybody who she lumping in with Philly Field now, she's seen their content. She knows everybody don't like Umar, and I mean they don't. People don't like Umar, but they ain't like Philly Field. Philly Field is out here like she one of them people. If you talking about Umar, she will come in your chat and defend him. We ain't that. Everybody else is not that. And it's all right. It's fuck Umar, but I'm not finna go around arguing with niggas about him. I'm not gonna tell people how great he is and shit of that nature. That what Philly Field do. Umar is good. Umar is good. None of us do that. It's fuck Umar, except for with these two hoes. So we're in alignment with Philly Field only on these two hoes. Everything else, the school and shit, we like, nah, he lying. It's just these hoes.
This lady is obsessed. Oh, let me show y'all this, because this is. Let me put this back up. So this is her page.
Who page is that? Is that Philly Field
page? She put on here. I put it had a hello.
Yeah, it's her page because and now she's stalking Philly Field. She's stalking her down. See, none of us are doing out here. You don't see any of us out here who defending Umar against you. We're not out here saying he's innocent or none of that. We just saying you lying. We're not defending Umar like that. Yet you keep trying to lump us into this, even though you know niggas don't fuck with him like that. That is the craziest shit in the world. Oh, I haven't Lennon and Marianne, anybody talking about Umar, she watching. Look at that, Jen. Umar Johnson is in her motherfucking, it's just already in her algorithm. Umar Johnson. This shit is sick, but she want to tell somebody else they fanned out, all while being fanned out at the same time.
When I click on her. So
you do realize people like you are the reason they call fanatics. They go crazy. You're one of those. You're staying. You're staying, man, because this motherfucker said, no, queen, no more.
these are my guns. I posted them because we went down, we bought. It wasn't a threat to
Glib,
anybody. I just posted my guns.
Glib, for Philly Field, Glib, it's definitely content for her. Lenae, she ain't getting paid for it. So it's free content for her. One day she may get paid for it, but right now it's free content.
So these are my guns. I posted them because we went down, we bought. It wasn't a threat to anybody. I just posted my guns. And they put it up here like I was threatening him. I have a lot of guns. I told people that.
Don't you just say she put it up there like this?
It's like one of my things. I like to, collect guns. But I can't even, that's why I wanted to start a YouTube, because on that page, I can't show y'all anything or do anything because
I wanted to start a YouTube because on my page that Philly Field got the pictures from to put on her YouTube, I can't show you. If you can't show the pictures on Facebook or IG, how in the fuck did Philly Field get them? That's what I'm saying. The lady just be saying stupid shit. I want to start a YouTube to show y'all pictures of my gun and stuff, but I came to YouTube because click.
Them. But this is a text from my dad. He sent me because he got a judge, and I was like, all right, let's go to the range. But he was like, he didn't want to go that day. And the day that I was going to go, he was,
so that wasn't your gun. It was your dad's gun. Okay, cool.
I was in Philly.
You was in Philly sucking Umar dick. Oh, look at her face in that picture. Man, look at this granny. Man, look. I'm waiting for her to. Well, the last time she cammed up, she had on like the hoodie and the hat and all that shit, looking like a $3 conscious community hoe.
And the day that I was gonna go, he was I was in Philly. But
what was you doing in Philly when you? So what was you going? What was you doing in Philly? So you couldn't even kick it with your dad because you was out there fucking Umar. I ain't licensed unless you're doing reviews. You don't advertise your gun. Don't tell her nothing. If she thinks she coming on YouTube for that, they didn't change the rules. Like they have changed the rules all the way. But is this one chick I know? That's all she does is like gun reviews, shooting them and talking about them and shit. I don't know if she's, because I hadn't looked at her. I ain't gonna hold y'all. The only reason I used to watch Yoki stir up videos is because she would lay down and shoot guns, and she had a big ass, and you could see the recoil. She don't really do them type videos no more, so I don't be watching. So I don't know how she do her gun reviews. But yeah, she still got a thriving gun channel.
I adored my father. And they sat up there and made it out like it was a bad thing. I think this is it.
Hello, everyone. How you all doing? Welcome to my channel. I'm your girl, Philly Field, aka PP. Eat with Philly Field talk show and more. We do a variety of things over here. If you go through,
girl, you don't do no variety of things. Now you talk about, well, you know what? Let me stop lying. I have not been on your channel to even check, so I apologize and I take it back. I don't know what you do on your channel. Let me be quiet and just let the video play.
My channel, you will see me cooking, vlogging, giving commentary. Hey, now, Dr. Umar Johnson.
Big Doc, as she calls
him. Dr. Umar Johnson has been under attack for years here on YouTube, long before I knew about it. I recently started following and supporting him. It's going on a year now, not quite a year, but.
I told y'all that. I told y'all she took an interest in Umar Johnson when Umar Johnson's daughter came out. I explained to y'all her connection and why she was drawn and upset about Umar's daughter come out, because she had a similar situation happen in her life. So that's why she was drawn to him. She didn't know who this nigga was before Anissa came out. She just felt it was wrong that Anissa came out on her parent, and she decided to defend the parent from that day on. It could have been anybody. It had to be Umar Johnson. It could have been any YouTuber's parent that came out. She would have been on their side. It could have been Kurt Franklin child coming out. She'd have been on Kurt Franklin's side. Brad McKnight child coming. This what she'd be on the parent side if the child come out.
How she didn't know about him? How can you be this fanned out over a year?
Yoki, YOKISTIRUP. I think it's one R. Yoki Stirrup. When you see the ass, the light-skinned girl with a big ass.
And people swear I was lying that I never knew about him. People, listen, this thing, and most of you probably already know this thing.
We know some people don't know about him, ma'am. That's fine. There's billions of people in the world, but as you acknowledge, he got 1 million something followers. You ain't got it. She don't have it. I don't have it. We don't have that type reach. And just like you didn't know about him in 2023, she ain't know about him in 2025. It is the thing. And then when you got people like you coming out and people that are just finding out about him are hearing the story that you telling, they're like, well, he ain't do nothing to you, so why are you doing all of this? You're making new Umar supporters. I don't know if you understand it or not, but I told you that 6 months ago. With the way you talking about Umar, all you doing is helping this nigga out, telling him he got a big dick. You ain't do nothing but make more hoes curious about it. Hoes that look better than you are gonna DM this nigga.
That we're going through right now, people think this is all over the place, like it's huge on YouTube. It isn't. It's big in this algorithm, but most people don't know what's going on. They're on other things.
It doesn't matter the amount of time or how long I've been in. I believe in the things that Dr. Umar talks about, his support of the Black community. I believe in those things. And when he's speaking facts.
Right.
Okay? Should do a documentary on Umar. Get your wife.
Liv, that's funny. That's why you said you never been, but YouTube knew where you wanted to go. Because as soon as you typed in the Y, it was listening. Yeah, buddy. As man would say. See, Glib, you gotta go down. You gotta go all the way down because she don't do the record jumps no more. You gotta find the one where she in the prone position shooting. She don't do them no more.
Is someone bashing a particular woman or restraining order? We don't see him on here bashing women and bashing a particular woman, going in on someone.
I didn't know she was only following him for a year.
You all see that date, June the 25th?
It ain't even been a year. But ma'am, you just met him in 2023. We really could say, because you met the nigga December 3rd. We might as well say you met him in 2024. She's known him for a year. You've known of him for 2 years. What's the fucking difference?
2025 video has 62,000 views, okay, over 2,000 likes. It's called It's Coming. It says Surviving Umar Johnson Part 1. Woman shares personal secrets, his personal secrets.
Oh, let me tell you that. Okay, the reason I came out the way I did.
Yeah, Scorpio mama. We as I told her in the chat the other day, I'm on peace. I'm on peace. She ain't bothering me. I ain't bothering her. I'm not bringing up anything from the past unless I'm giving context, like I just gave context about why she was drawn to Umar. But in that, all the shit we went through, I ain't on that shit unless she be nasty with me. And I still ain't even going back like that. I'm over it. I can laugh at shit and just move the fuck on. But at this point, we've both been cordial. I've seen a couple times. She's been in chats where I've been on panels a couple times, and it's been peaceful. I've let it be known. I'm for peace. That's all I can do. I ain't got nothing negative to say about it.
TMI is because I knew the man had a cult-like following, okay? The way that their view of him was.
You said Lenae got a cult-like following. Y'all say that about anybody who has the goddamn following and they disagree with you. You say we got a cult-like following here. You told them people they following up behind me, and that ain't even the fucking case. So I guess you saying I got a cult-like following.
Is not the way he is offline. I felt when I was strategizing, I felt like the best way to handle him for the things that he was doing.
When I was strategizing, nothing that she has done says strategy. Again, this woman's plan to take Umar down was to get a restraining order so that he could lose his gun and Umar's brothers, sisters, nephew, or anybody could go in the house and get his mama without having a gun pulled out on him. Is if Umar can't fight, because we heard he whooped ass. He pulled a gun out, but he also whooped ass too. Umar can't fight. Umar ain't got no knives. Umar ain't got no tasers. He ain't got no pepper spray. That was her plan. But as I pointed out last night, the only thing wrong with that plan is they could have kicked in the door when Umar was out the motherfucking country. Not have to worry about a gun when he's out the country. Stupid.
Was the
Lenae, I ain't shit. He lost, let me go check. Cause I think last time I wasn't checking for subs, I was looking to see if he did a new video. He was still at 88.8. Oh man. Well, if he was at 88.8, that means he lost 10 subscribers, maybe. That's not 100, because when it get to like 88.8, that means, and actually right here at 88.7 right now, that means he could be at 88.79. And then if he gain one more, it'll go back to 8.8. It's only per 10 when it gets to the 0.8. So he lost at least 10 to 11 subs to go from. It just depends on where he's sitting there, but he lost between 10 subs. At the least, he lost 1. At the most, he lost 10. But oh yeah, he dropping too. Okay. I just saw it. Oh, this is I saw it and then it disappeared. Where did it go? I saw Chat Lives Matter and then it disappeared. Is it this one? No. Fuck, where did it go? Yeah, I'm tripping. The picture disappeared. Oh, no, is that it? I can't find it. Where the fuck did it go? It won't let me click on it. It's a bullshit. I saw it, and now I can't see it no more. It won't. Okay, show quoted tick. There you go. God damn. Whew. Cookie Crush Cup clones cry as Lemon Costner Honor loses subscribers and have videos. Well, y'all know he was gonna have videos. He said he was taking down the Mirror and Lorient and Lenae's, and then Lenae found one that he didn't take down, and then I think I found one that he didn't take down either, because I was reviewing it at first before I got on this one. So yeah, we knew he was taking some down, and that's where that big chunk of views he lost came from. Oh, he did a video yesterday? Wow, I didn't even know he went live yesterday. What did he go live about? He must have went live about the bullshit, and then he one of them content creators. He did it for his live audience to hear and then took it down. Wow, I didn't even know he went live yesterday. Oh shit, I had the wrong
remove the darkness to take away his shadows, so that then I could just tell everything. He wouldn't have nowhere to.
The subs Lennon lost was the 49 people in the class action lawsuit with Mary A. Oh, you said look at the dates. Hold on. Oh, can I put this? Let me see here. Let me see if I can pull this up. Email. Everybody dance now. I'm surprised this big head baby ain't came here messing with me yet. It's spring break. She ready to go to the beach. Okay, let's see here. All right, share this tab instead. Okay, so now the dates, are these the dates of the videos he hid? February, he did something 3 through, okay, the negative 3/14, he did something Saturday on the 14th, minus 100. Oh shit, he lost 100, okay. 88.7, 316. That yesterday was, it's today is 316, right? So as of today, he's lost 100. And he put a video on private for 20. What? That's the day he put the video on private. Is that the day he did a video or the day he put it on private? I don't understand social blade metrics. I don't. But damn, Mary Ann lost him. She lied talking about that. She lost so many subs. She lied and said YouTube told her they was bots. And YouTube don't kick bots out. The bots would still have to unsubscribe, ma'am. I know. I definitely call her big head baby. That's my daughter is my big head baby. And my boys are my big eared babies, but she the big head baby. The rest of them got big ears. I got a Lenae Honor Cash App drop that say run them donations.
To hide, he wouldn't have any way to come back and to use something against me. So I told everything. I told everything.
But Umar wasn't talking about you. Do y'all see how crazy this is? Umar had moved on with his life. He wasn't thinking about this woman, despite her telling us that he was sending spies in her space and all that. This nigga wasn't responding to you. Send spies into your space for what? You stopped taking care of his mama, the fine ass 25-year-old bitch he had taken care of before you came back in. So he didn't miss a beat. He still ain't missed a beat. He's moved on with his life while you still talking about this nigga 7 months later. Siobhan, you said Umar is a womanizer and he fucking everything. So how many bitches do you think he done fucked in the 7 months you've been out here talking about him? You ain't stopped nothing.
Remove the darkness, to take away his shadows, so that then I could just tell everything. He wouldn't have nowhere to hide. He wouldn't have any way to come back and to use.
Where has Umar been for the past decade? Where has Umar been hiding, man? Where he been hiding it for the FDMG? Is that where he been hiding it? Thank you, Scorpio Mama, for the $10 cash app.
You better run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby.
Okay. He wouldn't have nowhere to hide. He hiding in the shadows. What the fuck? Who are you, the Orkin man, bitch? You spraying for roaches?
Use something against me. So I told everything. I told everything that I could think of, up to the y'all remember?
I told everything that I could think of.
For the gorilla on top of the laundry, I was telling everything. It's because I didn't want any secrets between us. I was completely done with him. I didn't want.
So I'm never keeping secrets and I'm never telling lies. So wait a minute. You were done with him and you decided to expose him. How is that normal as a 44-year-old woman? I was done with him, so I exposed him. He ain't fucking with me, but I had to let it all out so he couldn't use nothing against me.
Want any secrets between us, and I knew that he's a paranoid schizophrenic. And now some people think they want to lean on the drug use, okay, whatever, but I honestly...
How do you know he's a paranoid schizophrenic?
I feel like that is mental health. I feel like he's schizophrenic. It's not far off base. Once we start talking about his family, that's something, you know, that reason why he don't want his family in view. Now he'll put off to the net that, oh, I don't want my family in view because I'm in danger all the time. Like there's somebody after him, and there's nobody that's after him or looking for him. That is on the work. Now, when he runs his mouth, he does weird shit. Well, then that'll cost you enemies. But it's not about white supremacy because they're not focused on him. Reason why, look at all of the people, he don't focus on it. He don't talk about nothing that has to do with that. He's no threat to them. And for even in our building, we have a particular floor. Those people have no idea who Umar is. Not a clue. He's not around anything.
You don't know who the fuck knows Umar, bitch. You don't like the IRS literally has thousands of employees on a customer. I mean, thousands of employees on the call center floor at a time. And she gonna sit here and say nobody knows Umar that she knows of. What the fuck? If you found out about him through your kid, you don't think any of these other people have heard of him. They may not be interested in him, but they've heard of him.
Political. When Elon came in right before I was leaving, he was making us do them audits, and we had.
Elon came in right when she was leaving. So this is the second time in the live she has let us know she don't work for the federal government no more. The Elon Musk thing happened when Trump first got elected, and they ain't cool no more. When they was doing the Doge shit. She said when she was leaving the feds, Elon Musk came in. So why she keep saying she worked there? Now again, she gonna say I'm lying on her when I'm just taking her words, and that's the second time she said it.
Anything political. When Elon came in right before I was leaving, he was.
Play it again.
Umar is not a clue. He's not around anything political. When Elon came in right before I was leaving, anything political. When Elon came in right before I was leaving, he was making us do them audits, and we had to explain what our job function is and all this other stuff. We had probably some of the most everything but Trump in there. Everything but Trump. Trump never came, but we had some of everything in there.
Girl, Elon, let's Google. Let me Google this shit. We had everything in there. And Kansas City. I was about to type Memphis. There is no evidence that Elon Musk personally visited an IRS facility in Kansas City, while deputies from his Department of Government have been involved in downsizing IRS operations, including in Kansas City, Missouri. They was cutting jobs in Kansas City, Missouri. And didn't she say before Elon Musk came in and she left? Ding, ding, ding. See, you talk too much. Now you letting us know that the Doge Commission fired you. They got rid of your job, man, when he came in right before you left. Why did you leave after being there 12 years, which wasn't 12? Why you leave? Because Doge came in and made some cuts. But I'm glad you said Elon Musk was there personally so I could Google it and find out. He wasn't there personally, but his team was there and have been involved in downsizing IRS operations in Kansas City and requested access to secure IRS data. Musk himself did not visit the site. KCUR plus two other links that it referred to. It was on the news. IRS cuts over 6,000 jobs, many in Kansas City in the middle of tax season. That was February 20th, 2025. Interesting. But she said it first. She said before she left, at the second time in the live, she hinted not working for them no more, but she's still saying she's a federal employee. That is the craziest shit in the world. Nobody cares what job you have. We didn't ask. We don't think of you any more highly.
That's when
you work for the IRS, man. Like, nigga, we everybody in the family got somebody that works for the IRS. Stop it. That's an auntie job, unless you get it young and retire.
I did a lateral move and I went to a different division, but still yet.
Oh, she went to a different division. They cut jobs at the IRS and she went to a different division because it's just that easy to do.
None of those people knew who Umar Johnson was. How do I know? Because I was walking around there passing out flyers to come to the event, and my old.
So you were at your federal job passing out flyers for a personal event on work time. Everybody was like, who is Umar Johnson? And we're supposed to believe this. Girl, stop.
Department, not in the department I was in, because it wasn't a good idea to do that. But my old department, I did that.
I went to a new department, but I was walking around my old department. Like, ma'am, again, I don't know what kind of federal building you talking about, but in the IRS building, it's only IRS things. There is nothing else going on inside the IRS building. Now, if you move to another department that was outside the IRS, you're no longer in the IRS's building to walk around in that department, ma'am. Like, who the fuck do you think you talking to? All this shit is not in one big ass building.
And they don't know who he is.
No, she was a state employee because I showed her work badge.
You know, he's making out like he's a threat. He's no threat. He's absolutely no threat.
Also, Mr. Judge, Google AI ain't the end all of searches. Sometimes you got to go and people find it. Sometimes you got to pay to pull up documents and things of that nature. Google ain't the end all be all, especially about people that aren't known. I don't even know how when Uma typed her name in, that shit popped up. But that was just little basic information. But Google will not have everything about your life on there unless you're a celebrity. But she worked there because I showed the work badge. I think I've deleted it out of my thing, but hold on, let me check. It may still be in her. Because that's when I said the only badge she got is a work badge. And I pointed out that she had shown it before. Yeah, I deleted it out of my system already. Oh well. I still got this fake ass email though. I still got that. Yeah, I email you the when I find it, I email you the work badge. Oh yeah, I know you would be surprised what hitting on Google, but it's not the end all be all either. Google is probably like the least thing. Google is what I use to take me down the rabbit hole, to take me to other links and shit to when I'm looking up on people.
Let's see.
I got this badge. The badge that I got from came off her personal page, which is why I was like, well, wait, you been posted your work badge when you was happy that you got hired by the state. So why couldn't you do the same thing when these people are questioning you right now? She's like, well, I can't do that because Fed and rules but none of these people know about Umar, and I know because I was passing out flyers. You didn't support. Hold up. She said she was passing out flyers for their first event, but then she get on this same live. Then she tell y'all she didn't support Umar. She didn't even promote that first story. You like, you may have seen something from Jarrell, but I didn't promote that event with Umar. You lying son of a bitch. You didn't promote the event with Umar, but in the same video, you telling us how you passed out flyers at your job. Not that you was passing them out in the streets. You went to your job and passed them out. All right, cool. Okay, I got the badge right here. Let me send it to you, Judge. If I can remember your email. There you go. Bam. Yeah, that's the work badge for the state. Yeah, I gotta help you out before she be saying he's lying on me.
No, he's making out like he's a threat. He's no threat. He's absolutely no threat.
Well, if he's no threat, why did you try to get a restraining order on him? If he ain't no threat, why are you trying to take him down? The shit that you say is crazy as hell. What's all the outrage about a nigga that's not a threat? You can't have it both ways, lady.
Let's see. So I'm not gonna go into too much of her because she is really a sad case. And I had to dig into this woman.
And typically when the IRS have other jobs posted, as long as you're in that rank, you can move in inside the IRS. I don't know about them moving you into a completely different government entity. You would have to be trained all over again in this new federal job that you got, because what you were working for was the IRS, and it's a separate entity from all of the other federal entities.
And I hated it. I hated it. She's got a baby by her neck, and I'm not trying to snitch either. I'm just telling you, she got a baby by her uncle. You know,
yes, you are trying to snitch, ma'am. You're trying to snitch because you said it's the second time you've said it in a live. And ma'am, after hearing me break it down and actually being, actually meeting her daughter and still having a relationship with her daughter, it don't hit the same from you. I don't know if you be on my page, but about a month and a half ago, maybe 2, where I was out, where I had on the chick I was in the picture with, that was her daughter. It's on my community wall. Still keep in contact with her now. That's the fam. But yeah, you're just saying that you're saying it to embarrass her. Bruh, she don't give a fuck about that shit like you don't give a fuck that you telling people, ooh, my mama pussy was stanky and the house was fucked up. She don't care just like you don't. It don't hit the same when you see it.
She's got her own problems, her own issues that I do not judge her for at all. But
So if you don't judge her for it, why were you bringing it up?
I don't know you and you don't know me. But they took my kids, they put them up on this other page. They made, just like I have a war page.
Who is they? Who is they? Again, you don't be saying nobody names. I cropped your kids out. Your thumbnail right now is me with a picture of you and your kids, and I cropped the kids out. I could have put the kids up there in cartoon form like I got you, but that ain't what I'm on. I just wanted you because you looked weird as hell in that picture. You look like a smoked sausage face. But who put your kids up? If Philly Fear put your kids up, say she did. Stop saying they, because they indicates more than one person. You already lied and said I called the fucking agency and told them you was lying. And you have no goddamn proof of that, nor have you heard me say I was going to do such a thing.
About Umar, people thought I was just talking like this lady is crazy. I was shooting shots at that page. They only had like 42 followers, and Umar was following it for a minute. So when they would make a post or go in on me, the collage that we just looked at where my dad sent me that text, yeah, that's what they were doing. They were just grabbing stuff off my page and made this.
It ain't a they, it was her. Stop calling Philly Fear a they. Now, what's crazy is Philly Fear do not fuck with me, but you gonna end like, at the rate this shit going, you is gonna make this woman pop out in my chat and or hit my panel. And I ain't talked to this woman in 4 years since I did the ceasefire and I kept it on my end. But the way this shit going, you is gonna make me and this lady tag team your ass. And I reached out to you to help you against her. You was gonna make me tag team you with this lady. And guess what? I don't know about you, but because of what I do, and you say I'm doing it for clout, because of what I do, and because of the history me and Philly Fear got, if she came over here or I came over there based on our history, bitch, we gonna do numbers. I can promise you that. Based on our history, if we linked up, it's somebody nobody would expect, and we would get numbers. Keep on talking. Shit just happened like that for me sometimes.
Page about me, and I was taking shots at them, but nobody could figure out that I was fighting them, and I called them the queendoms.
The date, that's June 25th. Dr. Umar had not been out here speaking on anyone. Now we're going to now listen. My documentary, it may not have all the bells and whistles, all the fancy things, the fancy songs, all of that stuff, but the truth don't need that. The
It'll
truth
be all
can stand
lies.
on its own. The truth don't need no help.
No, it don't.
Truth ain't never.
Wow, she repeating the clip. You see how J4K done infiltrated Philly Fear? The truth don't need no help, son of a bitch. She done got caught up in the J4K-isms.
Lied on nobody. That's why I'm so passionate about this. because you cannot lie to me. So all up to the people that like to come in here and go off on me, the Aunt Gambino, like this. Okay,
yeah,
a person that doesn't support Dr. Umar. You know, so it doesn't matter if you come in here and you stop deleting my effing comments and you're going in on me, you're leaving these long messages. I will not use
bullshit, Glib. I got out. Fuck you, man. Have you seen me recently? I got out. I'm about to. I've been thinking about it. I'm gonna meditate on my beach retreat this week. I'm thinking about resigning my title as the president. I'm thinking about it. You won't have me on the same road, sir. I know how to leave shit. I'm not like the rest of these nosy niggas. I can stop being nosy.
You can't scare me. You can't bully me. Okay. So yeah, this is a man that he's actually hit my panel. So he's not a troll. He's a real person. He doesn't like Dr. Umar, but Aunt, you see the date, right? June the 25th. Okay. June the 25th. The one that woman came right there. June the 25th.
That's sad though.
Now we're going to look at the first video Dr. Umar made. We're going to look at the date on that one as well. But yeah, like I say, you guys can keep coming over here, out here on June the 25th.
Tear her up and she
talking about him. You dumped him.
No, I'm not Glib. As usual, Glib. I am in Umar land, sir. My bus got me up out of there. I'm in Umar land. Then when I leave Umar land, I'm going back to the mukbang T sector. And then when I leave there, I'm going back to the body cam sector. I'm out, sir. I rarely peep my head out in the beef sector. I don't go to the Mo3 sector at all. I just refuse to visit there. But I go to the beef sector every blue moon, depending on who talking.
You should have left and never looked back. Okay, you talk about
people keep saying that Umar, he left you and move on. He didn't leave me for one.
He did. But you know what? It doesn't matter who left who. He ain't thinking about you. Okay, you left him. Kudos. Why are you complaining? If you left him and the shit was bad, why are you out here complaining? He ain't complaining that you broke up with him, but ma'am, if that's how you want to frame it, that's fine. But we seen the text messages where you do a lot of talking and he has a lot of 1 to 2 word answers. He was turning down your pussy. You texting him talking about you had that look that a man had when he just had sex when he came from out of town. That's why you acting different with me. You worried about who he fucking, but you broke up with him. Why would he be mad that you stopped talking to him and you said he got all these bitches?
And I left him, and most times people that leave a situation are
like for example, my ex was on YouTube, but during the time that I was with my ex on YouTube, it was a known fact that I didn't believe in monogamy and I might be fucking some hoes. So when she found out I was fucking hoes, it wasn't no shock. But then when I broke up with her and moved on and she couldn't stop talking about me for 2 years, and then I finally responded and dropped the porn tape, I was the worst guy in the world. I ate that though. I'd be the worst guy in the world, but she left me the fuck alone. But I understand what it's like to listen to a motherfucker talk about you constantly over and over again, and you've been ignoring them, even when you tried to help the motherfucker. So I get it. But yeah, as soon as she and I broke up, I had already been used to not being monogamous, so I wasn't upset that I broke up with her. She can even say she broke up with me. I take that, but I wasn't upset though. Only one of us was in a new relationship. See, my ex is kind of like you, Lenae. She claims she's in a relationship with this new guy, yet all she seemed to do for the longest was sit around and talk about me, and I just wondered why. Like she would see me out with my girlfriends moving around and shit, and she just would be listening to my videos, hating. Listen to me out on my birthday, to me, oh my God, she said he should whoop his child. What? Why are you, first of all, why are you watching me anyway, bitch? I don't watch you no more. You said I was horrible. You were glad that we weren't together no more. You got a new nigga. Why are you watching me out on my birthday with my girlfriend? That shit is weird as fuck. That's you, man. That's you. And my ex is older than you, actually. She older than you and me. So that's two. You motherfuckers, y'all is right there. I ain't trying to disparage the ex. I'm just telling how you doing the same shit that she did. Umar responded to you, he the worst thing in the world, according to you. And the same thing with me. When I finally responded, it's the worst thing in the world. But y'all can't tell niggas how to fight when niggas been telling y'all to leave them fuck alone. And you admitted that he texted you while you was on one of Lennon's shows and like, this what we doing? You thought it was a game.
Not obsessed, because obsession would never, I would never leave. I would absolutely never leave if I was obsessed with him.
You haven't left, ma'am. Bitch, do you not realize you told us you doing this for Umar? You talking for Umar's attention. Not to take him down, you want his attention. You want him to say something else back to you so you could be victim again. You want him to talk about how stinky your pussy was so you could have your 15 minutes in the sunlight again. Because we all know the only reason that you were relevant for them 6 minutes was because he said your pussy stank. That's why you're relevant. Because the man said your pussy stank. Not what you said on Lennon. Because she ain't know about no goddamn Lennon. She just know Umar went on his live and told 1 million some people your pussy smell like fish. And that's how we all know you, Siobhan. That's what you got to wake up and go to sleep with every night. Everybody knows me because Umar said my pussy was stinking. Now, you can say it don't affect you in your real life. Ain't nobody said nothing to you in your real life. But guess what? Your other real life, YouTube, that you be on every day, in comment section, chat and shit, they all know that we only know you because Umar said your pussy was stinking. That's real life too. Your online presence.
It's like they have to make you feel the way that they feel. It's the same way with the clout. People can't understand why I came out and I did all these interviews. I did the interviews because I didn't want my story to get on the bottom pile. I had to keep doing.
Y'all heard this shit? I kept doing my interviews so my story couldn't get on the bottom pile. But ma'am, how long did you think you were going to be relevant for fucking Umar? No, nobody wants to hear about your story. Has been told now, so that's why I don't even believe you talking about you got some new interviews up. Yeah, it's gonna be on channels that nobody cares about. Like, who gives a fuck if you do a Reverend G interview or an anti-Afro Spengali interview on some shit you already said 6 months ago? That just goes to show you they ain't got no content because you have nothing else to give them but these same old stories that's been told 1,000 motherfucking times. But y'all heard it. She did all those interviews so her story wouldn't get buried.
It's the same way with the clout. People can't understand why I came out and I did all these interviews. I did the interview.
It's the same way with the clout. So if you didn't want your story to die, you wanted clout for your story. What the fuck?
Because I didn't want my story to get on the bottom pile. I had to keep doing, and I never, ever, ever reached out and asked anybody to come on their show. Ever. This is only by invitation. I didn't charge anybody and I didn't ask any.
Son of a bitch. Man, look, I've been telling all you niggas. I told all you niggas this hoe was a free hoe. And I pointed out how at least the young girls had more sense than her to be charged. And my daughter said shit. And you know what? That don't you forget about me that Mind Chaos Brew did. It burns her because she always brings it up. She always, no, don't forget about me. That burnt her to her core because that's what the fuck it was. She just told y'all she didn't want the story to get buried, meaning she wants y'all to remember her. But man, it was 7 months ago. It was 7 months ago. What else new do you have? Nothing. You done made up federal investigations. You done made anonymous calls, but you got all the information on the case through an anonymous call. What else do you have? And when you get through, the mama is still in the house, which is the point I was making you last night. When y'all get through, the woman is still in the house. So she can't be as bad as y'all say. And the response is, ain't nobody been in the house, but she doesn't know. She ain't been in the house in 6 months or longer. How the fuck would she know? Ain't nobody laid eyes on them. You don't know. You're not there. You don't work for that agency.
Or reached out and asked anybody to come on their show. Ever. This is only by invitation. I didn't charge anybody,
and that's why she hearted the comment. That's why I said anti-Afro is a mean. She's a slick motherfucker. She was under Lenae comment saying Lennon didn't give her anything. He said Lennon didn't give her no money. He said if he did, it was a fraction of what he made, and she hearted the comment. Now she telling y'all she went on all these interviews for free. She's a dummy. She is an idiot. She ain't even asked for $20, $50, nothing. $2,500 flat, nothing. I'm just free. I'm a free hoe. And she did an interview while she was claiming she was at work for 2 hours for free.
I didn't ask anybody to come on their show.
Risking losing your job to do an interview for free.
All invitation. Even Mike Lowry, he was really, really nice to me. None of that. So
he had people in your space. Ma'am, we had not heard one thing about you. You started off.
It wasn't you, honey. He was doing.
Let me tell y'all the secret too. Philly Phil still watches me too. She never stopped watching. She may have stopped talking about me, but she never stopped watching. So a lot of the talking points that you hear Philly Phil saying about you is me. That was one of my talking points right
it's
there.
Behind you wouldn't have heard it.
That was me constantly saying what women were reaching out. What women? You showed one text message where one of the ones that called him the fiance, where she said, "I'm glad you out his life," but that was one text message. That ain't a whole bunch of different people. You ain't showed where you got a whole bunch of missed calls from different numbers in your call. Like, you ain't showed none of this shit. We just got to take your word for it. And I'm sorry, man. I don't believe you bitches without no proof. I'm not the trust, I believe all women type nigga, because women lie. My mama lied. Men lie too. Don't get it twisted. Everybody lies, but women definitely lie all the goddamn time.
So
he had people in your space. Ma'am, we had not heard one thing about you. You started off.
It wasn't you, honey. He was doing this behind. You wouldn't have heard anything. He was doing this for himself.
You started all of this.
He was doing the behind the scenes. Right. And we gotta just believe this.
And you found a way to get a judge to listen to a pathetic ass case about a restraining order. You don't need a restraining order against Dr. Moore. He needs one against you because you started all of this. Every single bit of this. I'm not gonna read this long message.
I ain't gonna even say nothing. I ain't gonna even say nothing because it's like both of these women need to hold the mirror up to themselves now. Again, Philly Phil shit is old, but Philly Phil knows she did the exact same crazy shit to me that this woman did to Umar. Philly Phil knows she didn't need no restraining order against me. It's water under the bridge though, but I'm just saying how these same. One woman loves Umar, one woman hates Umar. One woman, but the other woman actually slept with him, the other woman haven't. But both of them have done the same shit to niggas. Lenae lied on Umar, Philly Phil lied on me. Lenae tried to get a restraining order on Umar, Philly Phil tried to get one on me. She called it the internet crime people on me, all that bullshit. She motherfucker, she act like she was down. She had somebody in Memphis. I know who she had do it. I know who she had do it. She had Tennessee Michelle, who's supposed to be her Sorrow, go down to the 201 building and act like they was in there feeling that like I was supposed to get scared. They played all types of games. She threatened to pull up on me with her nigga. All the same shit Lenae has done. This woman has done to me too. And I told them pull up wherever they thought it was safe. They tell me where they want to meet it. But yeah, it was one of them things. It's crazy how both of them need to like hold the mirror up. But Philly Phil's indiscretions are at least 3 and 4 years old. It's in the past, but she has done it.
She said I started it. I was supposed to do what everyone else that never comes out about Umar. I was supposed to sit at home.
Yes, because he didn't do anything to you. Yes, you were supposed to sit at home and be like, damn. That's fucked up. He missed out on a good thing. Yes, you were supposed to sit at home like everybody else. Cause everybody ain't got no goddamn. You dating Umar is not a goddamn story.
Let him do his thing. Let him dig up his dirt. So if I ever did come out and talk about
what, he was supposed to dig up dirt. So if you ever did come out, but if you didn't come out, there would be no need for him to present the dirt that he found. You see how stupid this sounds? I was supposed to do like everybody else, sit down and not say nothing and let him dig up dirt. So if I did come out, he could expose me. He didn't need to, ma'am. He didn't dig up any dirt on you when he exposed you. He showed the few text messages y'all had that was sexual, showing that what you was about, showed you was an ain't shit mama. And that was it. That was it. It wasn't no dirt. He didn't dig up any dirt and say you sold pussy, you did this, you're a cracksman. He didn't do none of that. He just said you're mad that you can't fuck him no more. He showed text messages corroborating that. You showed text messages corroborating it, and now we're here.
On his mom or talk about his house or any damn thing, he could have equal amount of dirt against me. The same shit they were doing online, he was doing it offline.
Who was doing it off? Again, nobody knew about you though. Where is the evidence for any of this shit you talking about? Why is it so hard? Again, I don't know why it's so hard for you to go through your phone and screen record every message you and Umar had so that we could all see the shit that was going on instead of you chopping up text messages from this month, this year. You splitting the shit up and then she got the nerve to tell a motherfucker, y'all got the story wrong. Bitch, that's because you putting the motherfucking skewed ass receipts out here. Show us the whole motherfucking text thread, you dumb bitch. And let us come to a conclusion on our own if y'all relationship was serious or not. If this nigga was one-siding you. Because I've seen several messages where the nigga straight up ignored you until he needed something. Like when you first asked about your son's IEP. That nigga ignored you and said, yo, shawty, if I pull through because I'm going to be next door, will you throw me an event? You said yes. Your other son, at y'all through the event, the other son was like, yo, can you check your bag for my endowment check? He said no. And keep in mind, Umar couldn't have done nothing with this endowment check because it was written out to her goddamn son. So he couldn't have done nothing with it. So I don't know what him having the check would have benefited him anyway. But fine. He said, no, I can't look for the endowment check. And you went and fucked the nigga.
The same thing. He had that woman calling me. She was constantly calling me. What do you?
You can't prove this. You can't prove he made nobody call to you. Can you prove that he ordered the code red? Have you shown the missed calls from the Philly numbers?
You want to talk about Umar? Okay, let's talk.
So how would Umar make a woman call you to talk about Umar? You've broken up with Umar, but you're listening to a woman call to talk about Umar. What was she talking to you about Umar about? What was that conversation like? She never tells us. But this is somebody you were comfortable talking with before y'all broke up. I don't see you talking to this woman about Umar after y'all broke up if you weren't already talking to her then, prior to. And the message that you showed, the girl that you probably saying was calling you had already knew about you, which is why she was like, she glad you out of her and Umar's life. Her. And she told Umar you wasn't shit, and she asked him what the fuck did he see in you, and you ain't brought nothing but drama to their lives since y'all met. She said they, him and her, which means you knew about her.
Online, he was doing it.
And you was like, Umar, if this the same woman, you said this the woman Umar sent to you, and you was like, Umar, she wants you. She don't need me to help her. She wants you. But your job as the house madam was to get all the bitches in order. You couldn't even do that. You couldn't even get the bitches in order. You wanted to be the bottom bitch, but you couldn't control the other one. That was your one job.
Offline. The same thing. He had that woman calling me. She was constantly calling me. What do you want? You want to talk about Umar? Okay, let's talk about Umar.
So why didn't you block her? Now keep in mind, this woman is calling her after she said she broke up. This is after they broke up. She said he was sending people into her spaces, not to get information about her. The girl wasn't calling to get information about her. It was to talk about Umar. And she asked the girl, what do you want to talk about? And she said, okay, let's talk about Umar. A normal person would just block somebody they don't want to talk to.
Where do you, and they do the same thing online, calling, thinking that you're stupid and you're just going to be giving up information. I don't tell, well, where's your...
But she wanted to talk about Umar. She didn't want information to you. And this is what she said KKC did. She said KKC was calling her being nice, thinking that he was going to glean some dirt from her, but he said he never asked for any dirt. He actually said he was talking about shit that was going on in his life, which I wouldn't advise you to ever do, KKC. You've been doing this shit long enough. You is not supposed to be telling these bitches your business, because on Mad Day, they're going to twist what happened. Just like she twisted what happened with you. And if she do put out some messages, she gonna manipulate them to make it fit her narrative instead of showing all the motherfuckers. So I hope you got your copy of the text thread, because the bitch will lie.
Business at her, oh, you stay over here, you stay on the Kansas or the Missouri side, or you do this or do that. Lady, I'm hip to all that shit. I
have bitches coming at me all the time trying to ask information about me and my child, and it's a red flag, and I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna pass on that one. Like, I'm not asking you none of these questions about you. Why do you care? I'm good.
Crazy.
Paragraphs. Post. She did another one just last night, I think. Yeah. Here's another one she posted on her Instagram, okay? Oh, my goodness. Very. Y'all had months. You got bumped up because he needs you now, and you made that damn post like we are fighting. Listen, she likes to go into long... I don't really know what she's talking about.
She works at a call center. I'm like, all of these people that come through, I have all of their shit. All of it. And I didn't even...
I don't know where Philly Field working there. Last time I was following her, I was lying saying she was a janitor. But she worked at the call center. You work at the call center. Cool.
Want it, but we didn't know if they were some zealots or what. This stuff, when they started calling me on the phone. I'm like, why are you calling me on my phone? Keep this shit online. It's online. Don't call my house.
Who called you and you can't prove this shit? They started calling me, and I'm like, again, we have to just take her word for all this shit, because there is no proof. Y'all remember, my audience, State Gang, True Sippers, this for y'all, not for the new people. Y'all remember when Terry doxed my number? And when he doxed my number and his supporters called me, do y'all remember where I did videos showing the number and I did callbacks? I actually showed this. This motherfuckers was calling me playing on my phone. What I did was I went publicly, showed their number and called it live. Screenshots, live video calls, all that shit. Why haven't you done the same thing? That was me letting Terry know, hey, bro, every time one of your supporters call me, since you put my number out, I'm going to put their motherfucking number out and I'm going to call their ass back. How come you ain't done that?
Not my house, but call my phone. What is wrong with you? And they don't care. It's kind of like with that thing that happened today. I told KKC, I was like, with the Wilmington stuff, I said, yeah, but what y'all fail to understand is people have to work in those offices. You want your information, but that doesn't mean call a damn business like crazy. That's who does that?
You motherfucker, you the one said you called a hotline and you kept in touch with them. You do that.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry.
Someone said made this post, but it's weird. It's weird. I don't have time to read all of this.
You can't
just know that you lie? You can't change it.
Y'all know we in the Twilight Zone. I done had Philly Field content on my channel twice this week. Y'all know we is in the Twilight Zone.
Dr. Umar was out doing the art of dialogue, minding his business, and started getting calls about a woman on a channel going in on him, telling all his business, talking about his mama and everything.
They don't think about the fact that, oh, you accuse this woman of hacking your bank accounts. You don't know if
you made it seem like you hacked his bank account, ma'am. You made it seem that way when you were on Lenae's show. You did. You said you was about to shut all that shit down. You took credit for his bank accounts being frozen, ma'am. So why wouldn't he think you hacked his bank account when you sat on his op page and said you were the reason that the shit was happening?
she works for a specific department, she could have been, you know, they could have put a Unax on me or any damn thing. I don't know what, but they could. I don't work for Walmart or some shit where that shit's gonna just be like swept under.
You don't work for the IRS anymore, bitch. You just told us you moved to a different department. So you don't even work for the IRS anymore, according to your own fucking testimony in this video. You switched departments because Doge came in. It was before you left. But then you switched to a different department and you talk about, I'm held up under this thing. You're not the IRS agent anymore, bitch. You just be lying. Oh my goodness. If she breathed and she lied.
The rug. I had to go in and fill out a form on this idiot because I don't want them thinking that I'm hacking into anybody's shit. And
you had to go fill out a form on him at work.
I lose my clearance.
Ma'am, how could you hack his bank accounts from the IRS? You would have to hack the banking system's account, not the IRS. And you're saying because he said you hacked his accounts, you had to go and work and fill out something so you wouldn't lose your clearance. Okay. Let's see this. Do IRS workers have security clearance? I guess you got to have some type of security clearance to access people's information. Well, no, it says the IRS undergo mandatory background investigations, but they generally do not hold formal security clearances unless required by a specific sensitive position, which she probably doesn't have at all. Instead, most staff undergo public trust investigations to ensure trustworthiness and protect sensitive taxpayer data. And that's just saying what the background checks they have on y'all, but it says they typically do not hold security clearance unless you're the head of the IRS or some shit like that. But now she got security clearances. Sensitive roles, positions that deal with national security, high-level intelligence, or critical IT systems may require a security clearance. She's neither one of those. She's an entry-level worker.
I've been working there for years. And then he says stuff, he don't care how it comes off. Or how
the IRS performs daily checks for tax compliance, criminal activity, and other security risks for existing staff. Well, since they do that, I'm just saying, man, since you want to keep going with this federal agency lie, I think somebody should go to your video that you did on All Access Viral or whatever and point out how you said you were at work and you did a 2-hour interview. That's still in time, no matter how you slice it. What federal entity there? I don't know who needs to hear that information, but since you keep claiming you working there and 6-7 months ago you was on the live and they don't care when you stole time. That if you stole time 2 years ago, they'll get your ass for it. It's the feds. You stole time from the feds, ma'am, if what you saying is true. That's why I say you should shut the fuck up talking. And then you out here doing all this sneak dissing and talking shit about motherfuckers and shit, lying on motherfuckers saying they call. Even with this, I ain't gonna call, but it's somebody out there to be like, well, she do got a point. It's somebody willing to do that. Like you said, it was a whole bunch of strangers willing to call APS and hotline. Ooh, my mama. There's a lot of people out here willing to say you were still in time, like AAS and shit of that nature. The video is her first video on All Access Media or whatever the channel name is. They had Mia on it the other day. Yeah, she sat there for 2 hours and said she was at work because he kept saying, you got time, you got time. I'm at work, but I'm fine though.
Okay, the man was minding his business. He was doing the art of dialogue.
I can't even entertain this.
You told us about the mother being sick before he came out and told us.
Yeah, his mom was in a bad situation. His mother
so bad that you as a non-nurse kept going out there thinking that you could fix the situation. There go my Nanya. I've been missing you. How you doing, boo? How you doing, boo? Well, we're listening to Lenae, and she just so happened to be reviewing Philly Field. That's why I said we in the Twilight Zone. This is the second time I've had to I've listened to her because Raw Mind Chaos Brew had a clip that Philly Field had the other day that I played, and it's getting played through her. I told Philly Field not to strike me, and I told her yesterday when I seen her in the chat that I ain't got no smoke, no beef. And she said, hello, host and chat. I'm like, I ain't got no beef, woman. We on the same side on this one with this bitch here.
Was in a bad situation, and people forget the nephew came out, and
it's crazy how she's back in the spotlight for defending Mary Ann, Laurie, and Chick, and now she ain't even talking about the Chick no more. It done switched from the Chick to doing all this other shit, how we trying to rewrite history. Now stand on that hill that there's a good Chick, and you got back behind the scenes information we ain't got.
Validated. They're sitting up here talking about this didn't happen or she lied. Then the same idiot, this one right here that we looking at, goes and says, well, they done took a group of women out there to clean up his house. You see?
Okay, but if the ma'am, whether the house was as nasty as you said it or not, we would expect the house to be cleaned on a regular. So if the house was as nasty as you said, cool, they went to clean it. But even if it wasn't as nasty as you said, ma'am, it still needs cleaning. So what's the problem with women going to clean the house?
And he wasn't a hoarder. Who needs a group of women to go clean up a house?
I mean, it goes quicker if you have more than one person cleaning up a house, and it goes quicker. That's group. Who needs a group of women to go paint a school? The fuck? But again, ma'am, when you get through, after all these calls and shit have been made on Umar, he is still her payee. He's still her power of attorney. He's still her executor. So apparently the condition ain't as bad as you say. Now, if the family is involved like you say they are, don't you think they've been making the AS calls and sending police and all of that? They should be trying to take him to court and do all this other stuff, ma'am. It's not your fight. How in the fuck you gonna be fighting harder than the actual family? Seriously. If the brothers and sisters aren't trying to take this nigga to court to get custody of their mama based on, and those are legal grounds they could build up that she's been malnourished, and then that's when they would subpoena doctor records and all that to see if she's been going to the doctor all the time. They would have a professional look over her and make sure she's not malnourished. She ain't got the bed sores and shit. Even with the bed sores and shit, we understand that people that are in beds, they get them from time to time. If they're not rotated, it happens. It's like you can't not get them laying down all day. This is normal shit from elderly people, but you act like, oh my God, her skin is falling off the bones and he don't care and he ain't got no ointment for it. He ain't got no treatment shit for nothing, but you didn't have to buy any of that stuff. He on top of the cranberry juice for she the cranberry juice and shit already there. Is she drinking water? She drinking cranberry juice? He on top of all of that shit. but he don't care about his mama. Thank you. Why does she care why the house got clean if you saying it needed to be clean? At least give the nigga credit for it to be clean. But now in her mind, no, if they cleaned it, that means I was right. It also means he's trying to fix the situation that you said was fucked up and he wasn't listening. She care about this. Every bitch she fucking, she cares about. She is stalking every woman Umar is connected to. She got screenshots all of them. That's why the parallel between her and Philly Phil is funny. One of Philly Phil's signatures is she used to screenshot motherfuckers in the chat and she would put it on her community wall, go live and talk about it. Guess who else does that? Lenae. Screenshots. That's Umar Bedwinch posted on her community wall.
I'm lost. I don't know what their issue or what they're trying to.
I'm peaceful, Philly Phil, but I'm gonna still do my job. I gotta point out the similarities between y'all. But if you ever want to do a show and roast this bitch, you know we could go up. It don't matter who platform we do it on, because either way, StreamYard's got it to where we could stream it. You send me the link, I can share it to my shit. I send you the link, you can share it to your shit. We can turn up. It's just a good business move. It's business though, man. It's business. It's the one-time only deal. It's business. But if you want to turn up and you ain't turned up in a minute, you want to turn up, and Umar will probably notice you because the live so turned up. You got a relationship with Umar, send a nigga the link. We'll turn up. This is business move, Phyllis. That's all I'm saying.
Prove, but they're failing. And the guy is even
with your hair all over your head and your glasses thrown on the floor,
Ooh,
you and your panties and bra, a t-shirt.
Ooh, that's why I said I want to see these two go at it. I would like to see Lenae and Phyllis on the panel going at it because it's two women that love Umar. That shit would be hilarious. I'm here for that fuck shit. That's my type of carrying on. That's my good sis Truth would play.
I'm lost. I don't know what their issue or what they're trying to prove, but they're failing. And the guy is even
with your hair all over your head and your glasses thrown on the floor, you and your panties and bra.
Ma'am, if we're failing, and Judge, this is no slight to you. This is no slight to you, but she says we're failing. Yes, she made her way to your channel. I don't know how many subs you get, but she made her way to your channel and you just started live streaming, so you ain't gonna have no more than like 30 people over there. We failing, but she's coming to small spaces to defend herself. But we failing. I was a struggle streamer 6 months ago. Now that all her friends like me who didn't know me 6 months ago, I done weaseled my way in. All right, then, shout it.
A t-shirt and panties.
They're low, like their mentality, they stick.
They're low, they're bitter. You want to say low vibrational. You didn't say low vibrational so much, you done forgot how to say it. And that's that old conscious community talk. You low vibrational, you an agent. You don't even know what the fuck an agent mean. Bitch, this ain't the Matrix.
The mundane, because they can't handle anything else. All her and Pettigo talk about is sucking and fucking. That's it.
That's what you did, though. That is what you did. I told y'all, this bitch does not realize that MoneyBoy Trey and Pettigo are one and the same. She does not understand this. She's special.
That is it. They don't want to talk about the school money. They don't want to talk about the money.
We've talked about it. We talked about it. The school money, like, we talked about it. How much more do you want to talk about it? Again, you lumping me in with Philly Phil, ma'am. Your issue with Philly Phil is your issue with Philly Phil. I bumped back into you because the fake check was trending on YouTube. That's how I bumped back into you. It wasn't that I was weaseling. It's just my timeline got lit up talking about Mary and Lauren had a fake check. And I'm like, wait, she lied on Umar about the settlement? And then I bumped into you. Because initially, when you said I weaseled my way in, I was on your side. I was saying, yeah, it sounds like every time Lenae said something, Mary Ann Lawrence said something, but I don't even know who came out first. Did Mary Ann come out first, or did she come out first? Because on one of her interviews, she was talking about Mary Ann Lorient being sued for $500,000. So maybe she was copying some of Mary Ann's story. I don't know, but when I first encountered you 6 months later, I was on your side and was like, I'm glad y'all gave her pushback. Ma'am. But yeah, that's all there is to talk about sucking and fucking, because that's the main part of your story. You want us to believe that it's you were taking care of his mama and all that, but you sucked his dick. We know you because he said you was the throat goat and your pussy was stinking. That's how we know you. So why wouldn't we address you as that? What it do, KKC?
Old situation. They don't want to talk about his daughter. They don't want to. That's all they can handle is the mundane.
You probably would have went to the Supreme Court, honey. Oh, all right, guys. So you all take a look at a few of these clips. Small
she was talking about
of some
every
of the
day.
she's done. There's too many. I can't keep up with what they did in the bedroom. How she?
Yeah, my thing with the sex stuff was to embarrass him.
Yeah, our Philly Phil is thinking about this shit. She is thinking about my offer. She is. I know women.
It didn't bother my life, and people just knew that I was gonna. Yes, the EBT community. There is a demographic that is of Black people, and let me tell you something. Watching Black people is big business. I don't know if people have caught on with the internet. Watching us is big business. They watch what we eat, how we dress, what we do.
Who is they? You mean Black people? You mean Black people watching other Black people? Who is this they you talking about? Yeah, I don't know. When she said EBT community, I thought about this this porn site that exploited Black teens. I thought that's what I thought about when she said EBT.
All of that. But they're not watching the collective. They're not watching different ones. They're watching people like her, watching people like Petticoat.
Ma'am, I thought you said I was a struggle streamer. Ain't nobody supposed to be watching me. And guess who else watching? You. You mad that we got more people watching us for the shit that we say than you got watching you for you talking about you sucked my dick. That ain't our fault. You weasel. You weasels your way in. Weasel.
We do all of that. But they're not watching the collective. They're not watching different ones. They're watching people like her, watching people like Petticoat, whatever.
Petticoat. Are you starting to realize why I call myself the Petticoat man? Are you starting to realize it now? Does it make sense to you now? Here's the kicker, man. This is what I've been telling you for the longest. I'm getting paid on both my channels to say this shit about you. I'm streaming on 2 channels right there. I'm getting paid on Facebook too if I got sent some stars, bitch. I'm getting paid on 3 platforms to talk about your ass. And to listen to you talk about me. But you ain't even saying nothing about me bad. You're just telling people how you're jealous about my influence. I don't even think I got that much influence. I'm the same nigga, but I do say I understand it, but I don't consider myself that. That's why I say small channel, big voice, because people have always listened to me no matter what size my channel was. I've always been able to draw an audience. I've always been able to link up with other content creators and do good shit. That's what I do.
This is Philly Phil, the one that he shouted out when he was in that dark.
He stays shouting her out. He stays shouting her out.
Dark car.
He done reshared her, reposted his shit and all that.
Shout out to Philly Phil because he put her on me.
No, he didn't, ma'am. Stop telling that lie. I'm going to explain this to you again. And this is just because I have a backstory with Philly Phil. She did not know who the fuck Umar was. She saw Anissa come out talking about her dad. She figured out her dad was Umar Johnson via Anissa coming out. And because she had her child come out on her in the same way, she empathized with Umar. This man did not put her on you. So you just be coming out saying shit, and it's just not the truth. I don't like this woman, but I'm not finna let you lie on her. She ain't had no fucking nigga. She had to do a lot of videos about you in order for Umar to even acknowledge her. And once she did, that was her confirmation. This the lane I need to be in. This man didn't stick her on you. Ask her yourself. Ask her yourself. But like, did you come out on Umar because you empathize with his daughter coming out? She gonna say yes. She don't believe in that.
Keep talking about me as much as I talk about him. And he picked a terrible person to do it because she's a fucking idiot. But
you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, so they don't talk about, black people, just like he can't think of black people that are split, but the mother and the father are still together, or people that don't engage in certain things. He only knows one type of black person. And that's all they talk about. The black person that he knows about is her and Pettigoat. The bullshit.
Umar don't know who the fuck I am. And what is she talking about? She said the only person, is she saying Umar only talk about me in Philly Field? I'm confused. What, huh? Umar only talk about us. That man ain't never shouted me out. Umar don't know I exist. Why, like, if Umar listened to me, he would know I criticized his ass like a motherfucker when he doing shit that needs to be criticized. This just ain't one of them times. When his daughter came out, I ain't speak on that at all because that's his family dynamic. I don't know what kind of relationship these folk got. So I stay the fuck up out of it. Just like I would expect people to stay up out of how the fuck I parent my goddamn 4 kids. Y'all don't know what the fuck going on, so I don't like, it ain't none of y'all business. We all parent differently. Some of y'all whoop y'all kids' ass. I don't. It is what it is. I ain't gonna judge y'all for it. Don't judge me for mine. Don't tell me my kid acting up and he need an ass whooping when you whoop your kid ass and this motherfucker acting up.
Split, but the mother and the father are still together, or people that don't engage in certain things. He only knows one type of black person. And that's all they talk about. The black person that he knows about is her and Pettigoat. The bullshit. The weird shit. The stuff that they watch online and then they, say, oh, we all act like that. No. But my intention...
Oh, you're saying that's what white people watch. Well, ma'am, I need some more white people to watch me then, goddammit. I mean, I did do 4 million views last month, but like on my regular videos, them motherfuckers ain't adding up like that. White people, since y'all are watching me and emulating me, could y'all could y'all watch more? Could y'all come out the bushes and show y'all support more white people? Even though I don't know what I'm doing that makes black people look bad. What am I doing that makes us look bad? Other than calling out y'all bullshit. I'm defending a man that didn't do shit to you. How's that making black people look bad? Because I call you bitch? Well, comedians say bitch all the time. Rappers say bitch all the time. I'm a rapper. I'm an entertainer. People in movies call each other bitch all the time. It is what it is. It's entertainment. Doesn't make black people look bad. You, on the other hand, running around here talking about you the throat goat at 44, that makes black people look bad. At 44, you telling the world how you left your son at home to go suck this nigga dick, that makes black people look bad. You telling the world how funky a black man's house is and how shitty he treats his mother, that don't make black people look bad. All right, cool.
I came out was to embarrass him and to get him to flash out so y'all could see the other side of him. The best I could get was this Stanky Coochie video.
So she came out not to protect anybody, not to warn anybody, but to get him to crash out so y'all could see the real him. Well, ma'am, I guess yesterday when I hit Judge's panel, it was to make you crash out so people could see the real you. That's why when you apologized and said, I'm sorry for getting out of character, I said, no, you're not. That's the real you. See, the real me is a cussing motherfucker. Anybody in my real life can tell you if you take it there with me and you cross the line with me, I'm going to cuss your motherfucking ass out. That's me. I'm the same way online. Don't change. Oh, see, I need your white support on YouTube, Wendy. I need your white support on YouTube. You got to watch me make black people look bad on YouTube. That's what she's talking about. She ain't accounting for my Facebook video. But thank you for popping in, Wendy.
But my intention...
I've been so damn busy with this bullshit, I haven't even been able to check in on Flexi and them. I think the last time I saw Flexi live, she was in the truck before they did their last show. I ain't even been keeping up with the her and Terry shit.
I came out was to embarrass him and to get him to flash out so y'all could.
She didn't come out here because she, again, where is the I came out here for justice? I came out here to care for his mom. I came out here to warn people. I came out here. No, I crashed out, Javon. It just be calculated. It be calculated crash outs. I crashed out on her ass last night. On purpose, and then I went and reviewed it. The first time I interacted with her, I had composure. I was poised. I was respectful. But then she ain't like that. She wanted to get on me, and that's what I gave to her. Y'all see, she kind of got submissive once I started cussing her out. When I was nice over there on old boy page, she was whatchamacallit. But she got submissive when she kept finding out. Every time you take a barb, I'm going to cuss you out and I'm going to go even lower.
They watch online and then they, say, we all act like that. No. But my intention when I came out was to embarrass him and to get him to flash out so y'all could see the other side of him.
Not crash out, flash out. But that was her. That's why she came out, to embarrass him, for one. She wanted to embarrass the man, not get his mom out of fucked up situation. She wanted to embarrass him. And him crash out, him cuss her out so you could see the real side of him. We did see the real side of him when he said your pussy was stanky. That was him crashing out. When he said you wanted to suck the Shango stick, that was him crashing out. When he put the pictures up and called you thirsty, that was him crashing out. That was Umar doing Umar. Umar just don't cuss like that. I would have cussed your funky ass out the whole life. I still would have been, but not me personally, I wouldn't have did the stanky coochie shit. Because if I dealt with you, I can't call you ugly or none of this shit, because I dealt with you more than one time. We can all forgive a horny night. But if I made you my girlfriend and I break up with you, I can't run around talking about how nasty, stanky, funky, and ugly you are, and I put up with you for years. Which is why I told him, you can't call her Medea. Apparently you like Medea. You fucked her.
The best I could get was the stanky coochie video. I can't help it, but every time I say the stanky coochie video, I crack up. Okay.
It's funny now. The world knows you because Umar Johnson said your pussy stink.
Hey, serious.
And then you talk about, I got exes in a new man. That don't mean your pussy don't stink. Like, so women with funky pussy still get fucked too, because niggas is too shy to tell them they pussy stink. I ain't one of them niggas. My favorite line is, you smell that? You smell that? If they smell it, then they know I know, and it's time to wash that pussy. Get your ass in the shower, do whatever the fuck you need to do. Douche, I take a suppository. I don't know.
The stanky coochie video was the best I could get, but he can go way worse than that. No, they're not like us at all. And
he could go worse than that, but he didn't. which is why she keeps saying she talking to Umar, because she's still trying to get Umar to respond to her all this time later.
I used to think it was in the South, like in the deep South, whatever. But nope, they got them on the East Coast, the West, they're everywhere. But they're just a one particular type of Black demographic that is very different from the rest of us.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Yeah, you're the conscious demographic. Ma'am, you're the demographic that's out here talking about you fuck somebody to get fame, ma'am. That's you. That's a young bitch game right there. Now, that's not old bitches don't do that. You got old bitches and young bitches looking at you embarrassed.
But they're always the ones that the internet is pushing to the top.
See, look, she look like her pussy stank.
Umar, stand strong. You didn't do nothing wrong. I know the truth, and they know the truth too.
How do you know
crazy.
the truth?
They see
the same way you know the truth. The same way you know. She don't know the truth no more than you. You claim you got the truth. She claims she got the truth. Y'all even.
June 25th, it's coming. Surviving Umar Johnson, Part 1. Woman shares his personal secrets. Why would you come out here and dox him? You started sharing his personal secrets. We don't see no video of Dr. Umar sharing a woman's personal secrets. We don't see anywhere where Dr. Umar took a picture.
This is true. She did 3 videos with Lenae first. Then Umar responded. Then she did a 4th interview with Lenae crying about what he said about her. Then came Tasha K.
A woman and put her.
Trust me, when we get down the road, y'all will see what this man really is. He's not innocent. He's not innocent.
He's innocent with you. Maybe in other situations he's not innocent, but in the situation with you, he's innocent. He didn't do anything.
And
at the end of the day, even the shit with his mama, you got paid for it, ma'am. And then you told us you was willing to do it for free.
The reason why he doesn't respond, and people be like Lennon and Marianne were like, he's too
Wildflower. She said she gonna bring her son on there. I'm thinking she talking about the oldest son who drove with her to get Umar. She said he gonna come on. I can't wait to break that one down.
Afraid to say my name. No, he don't care. He's a sociopath. He does not care.
You can't label him that because you're not a mental health official.
Yeah, the founding fathers of the YN. Yeah, I call her drunk auntie. She is the type to have a 5th of ENJ and just, oh my God, the things I have heard.
Nigga, you drink. You be on this gent lusting out. Oh my gosh, the things I have heard
about her down in Arkansas. It is atrocious. And I don't know why these people decide to speak out, but
the same reason you decided to speak out. You said you wanted to embarrass him and get him to crash out. And so maybe people are speaking out on you to embarrass you and get you to crash out.
Yeah, it's and they don't know. I don't care about anything that you come up with, but oh my God, this is terrible.
On the social media sites, her laying in the bed half naked. Ma'am, you did revenge porn on this man and you doxed.
No.
Neither one of them did no revenge. Do you motherfuckers not know what porn is? Revenge porn is not posting a picture of somebody fully clothed, even if his shirt is off. That's not revenge porn. Y'all gotta stop it.
The reason why I posted the picture of him.
But now she got a reason for doing it though. Umar had a reason to post the shit that he posted about you. You don't care about his reason, but we supposed to care about your reasoning. Oh, there, I'm finna let it play for a minute because my baby need me. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's and they don't know. I don't care about anything that you come up with, but oh my God, this is terrible.
On the social media sites, her laying in the bed half naked. Ma'am, you did revenge porn on this man and you doxed.
No, the reason why I posted the picture of him laying in the bed like that, sleep snoring. He was snoring so loud, Jesus, couldn't nobody else think. Let me show you his big walrus ass. I think it's on here. Oh, I got all this stuff over there. Oh, yeah, I didn't need to see that. I got a lot of pictures of him. Where is it? Where are you, you big beluga? I guess I could have covered. No, I didn't load it up here, but I'll get it. But I got a picture of him, and the reason why I posted that is because he said, I only saw her for 3 sessions. He was trying to make out like I'm some kind of sex worker, and we only saw each other for a certain amount of time. He was like, for like 5 hours or 3 hours, whatever weird shit he said. And I never slept over. Like, you've slept over before. Cut it out. He just lies.
But ma'am, you got in text messages where he came like to a hotel. You said he came the first night, it wasn't that good, and then he had to leave and come back. No, he didn't spend the night if he had to leave and come back. That's what you said in your 4 days there. He wasn't in the room with you for 4 straight days. He was moving around. Then you also showed a message where he said, as much as I want them cheeks, I ain't gonna be able to get there tonight, sister. Good night. When was that? That had to have been on a day that y'all was planning to fuck, when he was like, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Who cares if he spent the night or not? That's a small, that's him still letting you know the situation wasn't as serious as you wanted it to be. But again, we can't prove either one of y'all are telling the truth or lying in this situation. Y'all got conflicting stories, but we do have messages of you showing that there was breaks, and you were saying the second time and you was gonna make a weekend out of it. We do know he has to check on his mom, so we are led to believe that the nigga may have fucked you, laid down for a couple of hours and got up. That's not called spending the night, bitch. That's relaxation and recuperation.
Yeah, he doesn't get his hands dirty because he has an avoidance technique or an avoidance issue.
He don't get his hands dirty, but he came out and directly said your pussy was stinky. But he don't handle shit head on. He came out here and said, Lenae Honor, I'm on your ass. Reverend G, I'm on your ass. Monty Woodgrain, I'm on your ass. But he don't directly respond to people. Right.
He doesn't like to deal with things head up because he doesn't know how to deal with them other than how he knows how to deal with them. So,
Lenae, this audience here is light. This audience is not anything to brag about. This is the talking about you audience. When I get into my weird house, like when Eat with Q pop back up, let me talk about Eat with Q when she popped back up. That I can show you what type of audience I bring. Not even talking about Umar. That's why I be laughing every time you be like, he's irrelevant. He tried to weasel his way in. This is just content like any other content I carry. It ain't my wheelhouse though. But you'll see when I talk about Eat with Q, you'll see the numbers jump up on both channels because that's my specialty. Her. Like I said, if me and Philly Phil link up, you're gonna see the numbers on both our channel because nobody would expect it, and it is what it is. I'm kind of that dude. Fuck it.
He can't control if you walk up on him and you start talking crazy. He's going to be the person that he knows he is, and he's just going to be that person. He doesn't know how to posture and act a certain way and then get away from it or get out of that situation.
But he ignored you, ma'am. He got out the situation with you. You the one kept talking.
So if you seen him respond, you're gonna be like, oh.
No, this is the live she did like 2-3 days ago, maybe. This is the live she did like I'm on pod 4, so yeah, she did about 2 days ago.
He's a bad guy because he doesn't have a personality for that. If that makes any sense.
A woman, you're horrible. Okay, I said so. Your girl, eat with Philly Phil. Now enjoy my short documentary. Remember, a documentary, when it's telling the truth, can stand on.
She ain't gonna make no goddamn documentary
on its own. The truth don't need no help. I don't.
Oh, I hate y'all, J4K, for teaching this woman it.
30 because she
that on a roommate situation because they had a dual serve, but I couldn't deal with him. I felt like if I got him to a clean environment and I could set the house up, he would be more productive because clearly he can't run a household on his own.
Yeah.
Nothing.
He needs you though. He can hire people to run a household, but he needs you to run it. But I felt like I could get him into a clean household and all of that. She didn't want to clean that household. That was too much like work. She wanted to move to a whole new one, a non-nurse.
How long did you know him? From the time where you met him until, I guess, the last time you were there to help out his mother?
Said has changed.
So December the 23rd, no, I'm sorry. December the 3rd was the event. So I knew him probably since November.
I met the event when I first met him was December the 3rd. Do y'all know that the day that we went back to court was December the 3rd also? That's crazy.
What you mean back to court? It wasn't back to court. It was the day y'all went to court.
Crazy. And it's more dates like that. It's like there are dates that I was supposed to take this dude down.
20.
I was supposed to take this dude down because I filed a fraudulent restraining order that got rejected, but I was born to take this dude down. What the fuck?
November 2023, I'm sorry. Okay. All the way clear up to, well, he knows now.
Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Because this is what I do this shit for. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the Super Chat, join the membership, buy an album.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many times did you go out to Philadelphia?
Oh, I want to say maybe about, don't hold me to this, y'all, but probably about 6 or 7 times for him.
I think
Okay.
Yeah.
How many times did you go out to Philadelphia?
Oh, I want to say maybe about, don't hold me to this, y'all, but probably about 6 times.
6 or 7 times. I'd say that's accurate. Because she went out there for the 4 days and fucked him. Then she went home. Then she went out there and took care of his mama for 5 days. Then she went home and came back. Then she, I calculate, as Lenae would say, I calculate between 5 and 6 times. Because she only took care of Umar's mom 3. And if she went 3 other times, it was to fuck him. We know the first time she went out there was to fuck him, plus the 3 times she took care of his mama, so that's 4.
6 or 7 times for him.
I think 3 personal and maybe 4.
Okay, and he paid for the airfare each time?
3 personal and maybe 4. Okay, so he wasn't that bad in bed. You went out there 3 times for personal. So out of 7 trips that you went out there, 3 of them was to fuck him. We just on 3.5. We'll say you went out there 6 times, fuck the 7th one. Half of the time you went out there, it was to fuck him, but we supposed to believe that he quirky, he can't fuck, he like thumbs in the booty. He told you your jaw strong, but it ain't as strong as a man's. And you didn't go out there 3 times fucking him before you cleaned that house, before you went in that house. So in between you going in that house, you fucked him. Unless you're saying you went out there 3 straight times to fuck him. And then you said, I ain't gonna fuck you no more, but I'm gonna take care of your mama.
To take care of your mother and 3.
And even when you was taking care of his mama, you was like, call me when you wake up in the morning, boo.
My airfare, but he would buy dinner or whatever else.
Okay, and then what about because didn't you say he had you in a hotel room?
Yeah, when it was on his mother, he paid for everything, even my phone bill.
Oh, okay. So was there at any point did you actually
for his mother. He paid the phone bill, but she was like, I always pay for my own stuff, so it can't be. So Umar still didn't, like, when you came to take care of his mother, he paid for your flight. He paid for your room that one time you stayed in a room and then came over there. He sent you coffee and shit. He paid you and he paid your phone bill. How the fuck did he use you? Because he not feeding the bitches from the agency. He's not feeding them. He ain't paying their goddamn phone bill neither. He paying them to take care of his mama.
Stay like sleep at the.
And then she tells you, Umar ain't got no money. She tell y'all Umar ain't got no money. Umar broke, but Umar booked flights for her at least 3 to 4 times. When she said, okay, we're gonna go with her numbers. She went out 4 times to take care of his mama. And 3 times to fuck her. So for 4 times, Umar bought you round trip tickets, paid you, and paid your phone bill 1 time. How were you used? And fed you because you didn't have to buy no food. And he did you wrong, how? Well, I can't get him on he did me wrong because the nigga was nice. What I can say is, well, he don't care about his mama. The mama he take care of, the mama he defended when you said her pussy was stanky. The mama he text your son about and said, ain't nobody ever embarrassed my mama like that. The woman he was texting you about, asking has she had X, Y, and Z, telling you how to brush her teeth and all this stuff. He don't care about his mama. He don't care about her. He ain't up on her condition or none of this shit because, you know, he don't see her. She just in the house by herself rotting away. Nobody's ever there. Your story.
His mother's place?
Yeah.
He don't hire professionals while also acknowledging you're not a professional, but you did it.
Yeah, I stayed there. These were times when he was out of town, though.
Okay. Yep. Okay. And why did you decide to take care of his money? Because that's a one thing. It's one thing is you know.
You were with Umar. Did you think Umar would protect you? Before I got around him, I thought he would.
Why though? Why would you think he would protect you? Protect you how? Before you got around him, you thought he would protect you, but after you feel, again, this is what I'm saying, it don't make sense. You went out there 7 times, ma'am, according to your own motherfucking record, your story. You went out there 7 times, 3 for personal, 4 to take care of his mama. And you ain't think he was gonna take care of you, but you went and took care of his mama.
He never talked about the movie, and as a matter of fact,
well, she clarified she paid her own way when it was on her personal time. For them, when they was just linking up to fuck, she paid for her own shit. But when it was about his mama, he paid for everything.
Let me people like she knew, she did. Y'all, let me show y'all something real.
So you're telling us how dumb and naive you are at 44. Okay, cool.
Quick. This dude is diabolical. This is some just now, mind you.
Yeah, Gleb, that's the whole crazy part. All this shit started out because she reached out to this nigga for help about her son that she never got. She reached out for help about her son and ended up helping a nigga with his mama.
We talk every day. Well, we don't talk, but we text every day, right? Watch this.
But then on other things, you said y'all had a lot of phone conversations, but now y'all did more texting than on the phone.
This is some just now, mind you, we talk every day. Well, we don't talk, but we text every day, right? Watch.
Well, talk. You did a lot of texting every day, ma'am. You did a lot of texting. That nigga responded back 1 time.
Just
let's see another stupid receipt.
Wait until y'all start seeing when I find out stuff. It pisses me off so bad.
You should have just left. When you started finding out stuff, you should have just left. But what did you find out? Again, ma'am, you showed messages of you texting this nigga talking about X, Y, and Z is cute. So what did you find out?
Oh my gosh. He's dirty.
All I know, if one of my gals tell me somebody is cute, I'm assuming that we trying to fuck them together. That's what I'm gonna assume. If she texting me talking about, oh girl, you took a picture with is cute, I'm assuming we trying to fuck her together.
He knew damn well I didn't know he was messing with all them females. He didn't know.
Ma'am, you was texting a nigga talking about shawty cute. She good for you. How in the fuck could you not know he was talking to all them bitches? You said you was willing to help him in a poly relationship, but you didn't know he had all these bitches. So you could cut your So you couldn't cut your feelings off for him when you first met him, knowing he was dealing with bitches. But over time, you could cut your feelings off and was willing to help him in a poly relationship, rear kids and house clean and shit with the other bitches. Girl, stop it.
I didn't know a lot of stuff. Yeah, we won't have to.
Why does she keep breathing hard?
He's dirty.
Your pussy stink.
All he could have said was, yeah, I had a movie done. He knew, and this.
All I had to say to you is I had a movie done. Ma'am. If you know your nigga is fucking other bitches and he into polygamy and all that shit, he doesn't have to tell you every time he fucks somebody. Unless y'all bringing him in. Who the fuck are you that you need to know every bitch he fucking? That ain't your position. The fuck?
Could have said was, yeah, I had a movie done. He knew.
All he had to do was say, I had a newbie done.
And this is it's crazy to sit up there and lay down with somebody and this person don't even have the decency to tell you stuff.
Like, we're talking about the real world here. We're talking about the real world here. Who does this? I'm about to fuck you. You done flew out. You ain't cared about who I was talking to. And I'm right before I fuck you, I'm supposed to say, yeah, I got all these bitches. That's not how it works if he trying to fuck you. But we don't believe that story simply because you were down with the polygamy. You said it several times. You was down with that situation. And you showed pictures of you helping him pick out women, talking about she cute. I think she would be good for you.
He deserves whatever he gets. I bullshit you not.
She wouldn't say fuck, but she said bullshit. This is crazy. These people kill me trying to hold up an image that it's not them. He deserved all this bullshit. What's the difference between saying fucking bullshit?
This person don't even have the decency to tell you stuff. He deserves whatever he gets. I bullshit you not. I don't be feeling bad at all. I would never come out and give.
Everybody knew Umar liked lots of bitches except for her.
Give him any information. And it ain't like this is not that bad, you know what I'm saying? But it is because it represents a whole lot of stuff. Like, it could be anything.
Like, this bitch does not have a coherent thought at all. That was just a whole bunch of gibberish.
It's not the fact that this is bad. It's the fact that everything.
Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Thank you for becoming a member. What drop do I get? Where is it? We'll do that one. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat. She a special ed groupie.
Look at this. I'm sitting up here taking time out of my...
She said, we talk all day. She said, we talk all day. I have to remind you all, Umar is in the black. She is in the blue. So she does all this goddamn texting. It ain't no we, it's your crazy ass. Let's see if we can do this. She said, hey, Umar, would you be open to doing a documentary based on you if someone pitched it properly, or for private, or the private something? I'm not talking about the something, I'm saying completely about you. Think a film crew would have to follow you for a year or so. And Umar said, why? You got a film crew? Yep, I have, but she didn't put nothing into Umar. Yep, I have friends, and this is the time to submit it in. They are snatching up content. The guy that posted the YouTube video wasn't supposed to let that wasn't supposed to let that go without editing it. First, I have the contract to that, but the other film crew that was there also said something theirs and were interested in choosing the one that was the best. And I want it to you, but I wanted that something. And this shit's so fucking blurry. But she wanted that money. Oh, but I wanted that money from YouTube. Shaking my head. She wanted some money from YouTube. She told y'all she didn't promote the event, but she trying to get this nigga a film crew, and she said she wanted that YouTube money. But she wasn't doing this shit for clout. She want YouTube money and film crews and all that, but no YouTube clout though. Fuck it. This shit keep getting worse and worse.
Friday, I should have cropped it better, but I said, hey, Umar, would you be open to doing a documentary?
No, she argued with me about that, Glib. She started talking to me about what distribution deals are and having it in certain theaters. I was like, that still ain't got nothing to do. That shit comes after the fact. You have to have a movie completed and shot and done with your own money before you even get to talking about distribution. You have to have a product to distribute. But, you know, she told me I was wrong when I was like, that ain't how the industry go at all. This nigga don't have to pay her no goddamn money. She's supposed to have investors to help her pay for all the costs, like the actors and the feeding of them and the lighting and shit. That come out her pocket unless she got a studio behind her. And then if you're the director and it's a studio behind you, nigga, you get a cut of what the fuck made because the studio put all the money in. You produced it, you directed it, you wrote it, but we put up all the money, so you gonna get a split of what the fuck we make. It's not yours.
Based on you. If someone pitched it properly or too private for it. I'm not talking about it like the B1. So the B1 movie is a movie that was supposed to, we were supposed to showcase that. We were supposed to have.
And again, she did all that typing. Umar was just like, you got a camera crew? He wasn't into this shit. That's the type of shit she was texting and talking all day. Umar was like, this bitch is pushy. I just want him a dick suck. You doing all of this. And then when he didn't want his dick to suck no more, he was like, well, I could probably use the old bitch to take care of my mama.
Rizicum, we were supposed to have a screening for the B1 movie, but he knocked everything back because he wanted to have the boot camp. But I have been talking to the guy that did the B1 movie. I wanted to bring that to Kansas City. And all of these things got pushed back because remember I told you guys I wanted to do Black TED Talks. So all of this stuff got pushed back because I was dealing with this dude.
So you stopped doing your stuff in your life to further your life to fuck with him, and you didn't do it because you thought he could help you further. You didn't think he could help you with your TED Talks and shit. I noticed you didn't read all of it. You didn't read the part where you said you wanted that YouTube money. It's amazing. And you know this shit is, you know we can't read this shit. And you didn't read the whole fucking thing. Yes, she's a scammer because she told him she charged vendors for 5 events and they only did the Umar event. Now, she had a good reason for why she didn't do the other events, but she lied and said Umar didn't do the boot camp, and that was one of the 2 events, even though they didn't talk about a boot camp until after he left. And the first event, the people had already paid for more than one. But she had a good reason, but y'all know to date, she still ain't did black TED Talks or nothing because she's still consumed with Umar. Umar done moved on. She could do her black TED Talks and anything else, B1, she could do all that shit. She worried about Umar. Umar didn't make you do anything, ma'am. You chose to. You chose the wrong nigga. It happens. Get the fuck over it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you want to focus on what he did to you. Then when that don't work for us and we point out he didn't do shit to you, then you go to, well, he don't take care of his mama, the house nasty. Pick a struggle, bitch. Is it about you or is it about the mama? Is it about Umar fucking hoes and he hurt your feeling? Or is it about getting his mama out of fucked up situation?
And then he's like,
I ain't support Umar. Umar, you want to shoot a movie? I got the crew for you. Bitches just be throwing shit at Umar and he wrong for accepting it.
Why do you have a film crew? And I'm like, yeah, I got friends that have them. And then I went through and tried to explain to him, you know, how we could get.
Read the whole motherfucking text for us, bitch. Read it. Or show us where we can find it because you didn't already post anything that you showing now you've already put up before. Can you read the whole motherfucker like I just did? But again, you said all that shit and Umar gave you one line, woman. He was not interested.
A film crew together and everything and do a documentary. All this stupid idiot had to say was, hey, I already have a movie out there. Clearly, I don't know that you have a movie out there. Clearly, I don't know.
Why did it matter if so he can't have more than one movie? He can't have more than one movie. And clearly, he didn't fuck with that movie. He didn't mention it. He didn't fuck with it. And it was so low budget, nobody heard about it except for the people that acted in it. Them the only people that knew about the motherfucker.
A lot of stuff. And it's a lot of stuff that's like this.
Again, I don't know what that receipt proved. She showed, she was asking, she showed he was minding his business. She asked him about a movie. He asked, do she have a crew? She kept on typing, talking about she wanted their YouTube money. And you cropped that out for you. You didn't read that for a reason. Because you claim you ain't on here for money and all that shit. But even back then, when Umar did the show for you in 2023, you was trying to get the YouTube money. For 2 years, you've been trying to get the YouTube money, ma'am. I'm glad you put that up, and I'm glad I was able to read it. Were y'all able to? Well, yeah, because I scrolled the screen in a little bit so y'all could see what I was reading. But yeah, she didn't read that YouTube money part for a reason.
Like,
hold on. Thank you, Jessica Marie, for joining the membership. Okay, we got members. We got members. Lenae, we got members. Low key niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. Stay gang, true sippers, bitch. I bet we don't eat.
People are like, oh, that's not a big deal, but it is when you're laying down with somebody. I don't lay down with people that don't keep me on. Like, I would never lay down with him if I knew he was like this. Like, the fact that you can't even tell people, oh, I was previously with a stripper.
So I couldn't I can't tell. Wait, so because I didn't tell you I had a movie out that was a red flag, but you didn't find out he had a move into shit. You heard Marianne Lorian, bitch. So you can't use that as an example of something he didn't tell you when you didn't find out about his movie until shit a few months ago. But you trying to hold that against him in 2023 like he hid that from you. Also, ma'am, that is not a good piece of work at all. When you why is he supposed to tell you every hoe he didn't fuck? He can't tell you he had sex with a stripper. That ain't none of your goddamn business. You not gonna tell him you fucked the dope boy. You not gonna tell him you fucked the nigga at KFC. Like the shit you saying don't make sense. Ain't nobody gotta sit down and tell you how many motherfuckers they had sex with. I'm supposed to say, I fucked a stripper one time.
Oh, okay. I mess with, a few women, not just sitting up, biding my time and working on the school. And then, I'm not dating or seeing anyone. I thought that the stuff that you saw on the internet was just, just a front or just like a.
Oh, so when you did see it on the internet, you thought he was just fronting about fucking hoes and 5'5" thick in the thighs and smashing cookies and a butter pecan. You thought that was just a game. And that's his fault. Why? Why is that his fault? Can you show us where you asked him directly, are you dealing with any other women? And he said no. Can you show that message? Can you show where he lied to you about talking to other women? And even if he did, so what? Niggas lie. It happens. You lie. You've been lying on this internet since you came on here about what happened between y'all. He can't lie to you about if he fucking some other hoes. But Umar, I don't believe Umar lied to you because you ain't no bitch to lie to. Because even if he would have told you, yeah, I got 4 hoes, you know what you still would have did? You still would have fucked them. Because ain't nobody checking for your old 4'11" overweight ass like that. They just not. So you still would have fucked him.
Part of his persona because he's a very different person in real life. He's like a computer. Even when we got in the room for the first time, we was, linking up, I initiated pretty much everything. He wasn't like no.
Which lets you know the nigga didn't like you. You pulled up. He wasn't trying to rub your thighs or nothing. You had to initiate the sex, which goes to show you were the thirsty one in that situation, not him. He wasn't excited to get no new pussy. He was kicked back chilling, and you had to initiate the sex. You threw the pussy at him, much like the 25-year-old threw the pussy at him. And we supposed to be mad. I initiated the sex. So you thought because you initiated the sex, that mean he wasn't getting no pussy.
We was, linking up. I initiated pretty much everything. He wasn't like no Casanova, like take you up and I know this is making me sick talking about
thirsty.
Got it. But
she probably 46, 44, 46.
But he wasn't like, pulling out all the stops and everything. It was me. And you sleeping with women. You nasty.
And somehow this doesn't register in her head that Umar was not interested. That don't register in her head that she had to initiate the sex and he's supposed to be sleeping with all these women. Is she stupid? And then you got the 25-year-old. The 25-year-old didn't say the sex was bad. She didn't even hint at the sex like that. Dude asked, so she just answered and said, yeah, we had sex one time. You went into detail. She didn't. Why does she have more couth than you? Well, maybe because she took that one semester of psychology at the local community college. Maybe that's why she's more refined. But she didn't say the sex was bad, so we got you saying the sex was bad and nobody else. Strange how that works.
Pastor, I don't have no high body count. No shame to any woman who's freer. I just haven't been like that because I mean.
Well, we know you got your baby daddy. We know you got the physician. We know you got Umar. And we know you got the new nigga that you said as soon as you broke it off with Umar, you was at the gala in Florida with this new nigga. So we know you got at least them folk. And three of them bodies then came within the past 5 years. Cause remember, you broke up, you've been separated from your baby daddy for 5 years. And the first year you were separated, you missed the physician. And then after you stopped talking to the physician, you went celibate for 4 years. So that's 2 niggas plus the new nigga you got. That 3. Umar, the physician, and the new nigga. 3 bodies since 2023. In the past 5 years, fuck it. I give you grace.
What I'm into, like my focusing on my work, and then
the work that never comes out. The Black TED Talks and things of that nature never came out. She's so connected and could be doing these documentaries and shit. Nothing's come out. It's been 3 years. Nothing's come out. She was working on this project before she met Umar. It ain't out.
And raising my kids. I put off dating for a minute because I wanted to raise my kids.
Ma'am, you have a 29-year-old and a 24-year-old and a 17, 18-year-old. You've been separated from their daddy for 5 years. They were already grown, motherfucker. Everybody was grown except for the one that the youngest boy who's about to be 18. But you stopped dating to raise them except for when you dated the physician. But all right, cool.
I dated a couple of guys as Pettigoat remembers that. I dated this pediatrician and stuff, but it didn't go nowhere. And he, it was cool.
Pettigoat has an excellent memory. That's why you can't slip shit on me. That's why you pointed it out. Yeah, I hear every motherfucking thing. That's why I'm like, you can miss me with that I'm lying on you when I'm just playing back what you said. Do you remember that old IG? She has a state license. Something with production. I don't know. I didn't go through all of them. I was just mostly looking at her receipts on him. But yeah, now it ain't disabled no more. She unfollowed me. You know what I'm saying? Your page was public because you wanted everybody over there to see what you had going. Now it's private. Why? If your ass don't like Umar, you getting the fuck up out of there.
To raise my kids. I dated a couple of guys as Pettigoat remembers that. I dated this pediatrician and stuff,
but I be lying on her. I remember what you say, but I'm lying on you because I'm repeating what the fuck you said. You can't make this shit up.
It didn't go nowhere. And he, it was cool. But
he still fucked.
I don't have no big body count and just sexing on everything. And
I do, so what?
He could have at least told me, hey, you know what I mean? I'm moving around. So then I could make a decision on my own.
He could have told me, hey, did you ask him, bitch? If you asked him and he lied, that's one thing. If you never asked, you cannot tell this man what the fuck he was supposed to volunteer to you.
If I wanted to,
why would if I don't even know you and this is our first time hooking up and I don't even know we've been talking for 4 months. Why am I telling you all this shit and I don't even know if I'm gonna be with you? I'm not telling you all this shit. And then I link up with you and the sex is bad and I just told you all my goddamn business. I'm not having sex with a bad motherfucker more than once.
Down with him. I didn't go to the hotel that night. I've been talking to this man for 4 months.
Who cares if you went to the hotel with him that night? The nigga asked you, did you want him to stay some extra days? And you was like, cool. You could have said, no, I'm not interested, Umar, but you allowed the man to stay over extra days, and then you proceeded to go out to lunch with him. Hell, I'm saying if you was willing to let the nigga stay some extra couple days, I'm not too sure that you didn't fuck him before you went to Philly, because he stayed. You didn't fuck him that first night, but there was a second night he was there.
Months. 4 months before I decided to give him the cookies. 4 months.
It wasn't. You was there at the beginning of March. Y'all met at the beginning of December. Y'all didn't actually start flirting until after he left. So y'all will say y'all started flirting December 5th. December 5th to January 5th is 1 month. January 5th to February 5th is 2 months. You were there March 3rd. So we'll just say February 5th to March 5th is 3 months. It wasn't 4 months, ma'am. It was 3. And in them 3 months, you was already talking about how you wanted to suck his dick. You were already speaking sexually to the nigga before he even got the pussy. And he definitely mostly ignored her until he needed something, which is what all the messages show. When he needed something, he just asked. He ignored the fuck she said, I need this. And he knew she was the type of bitch to not say no. I'm not mad at him for that either, because she's grown enough to say no.
Months. Wouldn't that make you mad? Maybe it's just me.
Wouldn't that make you mad if no time in the 4 months did you ask him if he was fucking other bitches? Then no, it wouldn't make you shouldn't be mad because you never asked. And by this time, you had seen his social media and you said you thought it was just a persona, but you never asked, are you fucking these women you talking about? You texting the man talking about these hoes is cute that he taking photos with when he doing these speaking engagements, but him fucking them is out the question.
And then regardless of whatever, I was exclusively dating him. So the only time—
Oh, you were exclusively dating him, but you said you hate when people consider it a relationship and you never were dating him and you weren't interested in him. Now you were exclusively dating him. And y'all wonder why I say this bitch is scorned. I was exclusively only dating him. I gave the pussy up to him after 4 years, just him. Did nobody ask you to do that? You wanted to do that.
Wouldn't that make you mad? Maybe it's just me. And then regardless of whatever, I was exclusively dating him. So the only time I was really doing anything in these years that we've been is when I linked up with him.
See, when you say the only time I really been doing anything, kind of makes it negates what you just said about you were exclusively with him. What you mean? The only time I really was doing something. So what, you was jacking a nigga off and that don't count as sex? Like, what the fuck?
Regardless of whatever, I was exclusively dating him. So the only time I was really doing anything in these years that we've been is when I linked up with him. This man has sexed everything.
So what? Again, why am I upset? I don't know no nigga that's hating on Umar being able to get pussy unless that nigga can't get pussy on their own. Them the only niggas that is mad Umar fucking hoes. Because all us men fuck hoes. That's what the fuck we do. If you're single, you're not, hell, even the married ones fuck hoes. That's just why are we mad that this nigga getting pussy? You're the only female mad in Lenae.
He's been sexing everything. Sorry, I'm not like upset or anything.
You are upset, bitch. You just got passionate. You know you're upset. That's why you had to apologize. Oops, you let your feelings come out. You still in love with that man. I was only fucking him. He was fucking everybody. Ain't got nothing to do with his goddamn mama. He didn't mistreat her. He just was fucking everything, according to her. And we just got to believe that he was fucking everything.
Didn't want to be yelling in the thing. Oh my God, he didn't want you to know he was doing paranoid. People are secretive. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't want to marry, but I will date one person for years.
And that's crazy. That's normally a man's mentality because we know we lose half. Women typically don't think that way. But to each its own. I ain't knocking you for it, but that's typically how men think. Well, I won't marry, but I'll date a man for years. I was exclusively dating him. I don't want y'all to say I was dating him. I hate when people call me his ex. What?
People that know me know that. I don't want to.
We don't know anybody that knows you, so I wish you would stop saying that shit. We don't know anybody that knows you. So we have no reference point to what you're saying.
Possess anyone. Not saying anything against anybody who's married. I love marriage. I love weddings. I love love. I love all that stuff. But I'm not a person that wants to possess you. Like if you want to move, you're like, oh my God, I want to move to overseas, but I'm in this relationship with this girl. Is she gonna be?
If you don't want to, whatever the fuck word you just said, possess him, why were you worried about who he was sleeping with? You don't want to possess him.
All that stuff. But I'm not a person that wants to possess you. Like if you want to move, you're like, oh my God, I want to move to overseas, but I'm in this relationship with this girl. Is she gonna be okay? Yeah, go where life leads you. We only get one of these lives that I know of. Yes, go and do life. If we supposed to be, we're gonna be. But he lied for 4 months. I talked to this man anything.
Okay, can you show the proof where he lied? Because the proof that you put up is you were saying that you asked him how long he had been without, what's the longest he had ever been without sex? He said 10 months. That's the proof you put up.
Anything. Yeah, I know, Mary.
We need something showing where you said, do you have other women? And he said, no, it's just you, Queen. We need to see that message.
Is safe, but also it has a lot to do with it. My thing is paperwork and just being like, I don't want to get a husband and then cut him short because I don't want to get up and do things. If I'm working on my project, I don't want to get up and do things.
Ma'am, you would cut your boyfriend short the same way. If a nigga is gonna be offended by being cut short, it don't matter if they're your boyfriend or your husband. You still got the same fucking duties with either one of them. And again, you keep talking about all these projects and you ain't put out shit
that he may need or require. If I know he gets in at this time, I need to have dinner on the stove by.
So that don't require with your boyfriend? You and your boyfriend don't eat meals together? You don't cook for that nigga? You don't wash dishes or nothing for your nigga? You don't clean a bathroom or two for your nigga?
As one time. It's different having kids because I guess I feel obligated to that. But I didn't feel, and then, which is something that we went into, there are people that are purposely co-parents. So they purposely know that they don't want to marry, but they do want to have kids.
You and Umar had that conversation, but y'all done had no conversation about him fucking other bitches. All right.
Kids, are you gonna be cool so we can have kids? And he was like, yeah, we're gonna have kids. You know, it's not by design. It's not something that I recommend to everybody.
Oh, that's what her baby daddy did. They was like, are you gonna be cool if we had kids? They had to come. Keep in mind, she had her first child at 14. Her baby dad had this conversation at 14. Yeah, right, man, y'all was just fucking and you looked up on and you fucked around and had some kids. Yes, 14. Her daughter is 29 and she is 44. 15. Fuck it, I give you 15. But she told us she had her first child at 18. I don't know why she felt the need to tell that story.
But some people literally can do it, and I just have to.
Unless she's saying she had her first child at 14, and she had her son that met Umar at 18. That makes sense because there's like a 4-year difference between the other one 29, he 24, 25. Now that makes sense. She had that child at 18, but she was on kid 2 at 18. You little hot pussy bitch. I don't give a fuck if you did have it with one nigga. Your pussy was still hot, bitch. You got pregnant at 14. You wasn't a prepper into the book stand. You was into dick.
To be one of those people. And yeah, marriage is safe as far as like you don't have to worry about your man going out sleeping with people. I think that might be what he means. But if you get in the right situation, I'm even cool, and this is gonna blow your mind, but I'm even cool.
That's another thing you and goddamn it Philly Phil got in common. She had her goddamn baby young. She was a hot sorry, Philly Phil. Sorry. That's all I'm saying. Y'all both had kids young. That's another thing y'all got in common. I almost went there. Not doing it, Philly. Accept my apology. I'm just context when I can point out stuff between y'all. I ain't gonna give you the treatment that I just gave her. My bad. Accept my apology.
What Polly, because listen, if I'm with someone, I'm in a different age, like a different.
Wait, listen to this now. She's talking about Polly, how she was willing to entertain that with Umar, but she said Umar didn't tell her he had no hoes. Why are we talking about a poly relationship if it ain't no other hoes involved already?
And this is gonna blow your mind, but I'm even cool with Polly because listen, if I'm with someone, I'm in a different age, like a different stage of life. I don't want to be bothered with a man sometimes. So if there's a younger woman there and she's taking care of that, then okay. If she needs help.
And it's standard knowledge that Umar is into poly. When he even had his sham wedding, he got married to 2 bitches, not one. So that's public knowledge that he is into the poly life. But he ain't tell you he was talking to no other bitches, even though he openly states he's into the poly lifestyle. He needs more than one queen. That's what he said. He said several times, I need more than one queen. But he ain't tell you he was fucking other bitches.
With rearing her kid, the kids, learning the domestic things, I can oversee that. I can help her with that. That's why
I can oversee Amia. I can help Amia out with cleaning and rearing the kids.
I wasn't too like running from poly situation like some people. I've not seen it done in Western civilization properly. It looks like Hugh Hefner's setup. But if I'm married to him, I want to live in my own home, and you want to marry someone.
You said you ain't seen it properly in Western. What the fuck is proper? Everybody put their own spin on it. It ain't no proper. That shit there's no set of rules to this shit. You play it by ear.
Someone else and be with them, and we get together, for like 2 days out of the week, and you want to go back home. That's just, I'm okay with that because I'm not a fan of raising kids.
Most poly people all live in the same environment.
Kids inside of a poly situation. They've done studies on it, and it
you wouldn't raise kids inside a poly situation, but you would be there to overseeing and help rear a child, but you wouldn't want to do that, but you would help rear it. She probably wouldn't be going out through all this. She clean her pussy.
Messes with kids bad. It's not a good setup for kids, but they don't talk about that. They just talk about, but I would never raise a child in that environment. But if, they're 2 women and they want to switch it off or whatever, that I'm okay with that. What did he say? He says, why did Umar compare you to a man? I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
And I don't believe that, because one of her things she does is try to call niggas gay that disagree with her, as y'all heard her call me gay last night. That's just what she does when she's mad at you. She wanted to make him crash out. It's a form of humiliation and embarrassment. We can't prove that he said this to her. But all right, y'all, that's all I got for now. I'll be back. I plan on coming back live tonight to finish this video out. Till the next episode, little channel, big voice. We out. Low key niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. Stay gang, true sippers.